Howdy, partners. Howdy, how's it going? Welcome to the frontier. I hope to God I'm live. Title.dnd. Listen, I copy and pasted exactly the title. Okay, I copied the title. This was what I was informed to make the title. Because yes, hello, welcome one and all. I am not your DM this fine Sunday, the last Sunday of 2024. I will be only a passenger. Nothing more than another word for a passenger on this long ship that's sailing into the unknown. The frontier. December chat is the best. We got 3 out of 4, which is rather impressive for December chat. I think that we can officially now crown her best girl, because we not only got 2 Fate Harmony sessions out of December, we also got the very first Kaiser one-shot with Throwaways of the Frontier. Or sorry, no, he explicitly, it is not a one-shot, to be specific. It is, in his own words, a mini campaign. So yes, I'm excited as well. I don't know anything. I've made my level 1 character, and I hope that you like him. I'm ready to go. Me, Polarisu, and Skorak, we're down. We're the Throwaways. What does that mean? I don't know. It's a good question. I'm as uninformed as you are. Well, and in fact, let's get some information from our new DM.
Don't leave his message. We will finally have a chill session, just not in Tibet. Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
There he is.
Oh yeah,
There's the
beach
man of the
episode.
day.
Hey, it's the man with a plan.
Listen to your partners. Guys who don't think too hard about it. Just have fun on the wild frontier with the folks, and you'll become friends with them. Wait, oh god, it's so hard for me to keep my accent and try to read at the same time. I did not realize how hard that would be.
Thank you, Neil.
Yes, thank you, Neil, for the encouraging words and almost free. Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, holy shit.
Unironically, try to think about that. I want you to try this at home. Try to, like, in any accent that you're, like, vaguely familiar with, try to read something out loud in that accent. It was surprisingly hard just then.
Listen here,
try a
partners.
German
Guys,
accent.
don't think too hard about it. We just have fun in the wild frontier with them folks and become friends and fuck the rest of the sentence. I can't.
Yeah,
I gave up. I gave up on the different thing that you gave up on. You gave up on the accent. I gave up on the sentence, on the reading.
Yeah.
Listen here, partners.
Duh.
Guys, don't think too hard about it. Just have fun in the wild frontier with the folks you become friends with, and the folks here to enjoy this.
Okay. Got it. Oh man, that was hard. Yeah, that was
In
rough.
Russian Santa Claus, I bring very big sack of gifts.
It was funny that it was rough for me because I feel like I'm rather used to talking in accents now because I've been playing D&D for so long. But man,
It's the
caught me off
thing
guard.
about reading and doing the other. It's it's too complicated. And
Yeah.
plus, I don't know if you've met you today.
that is true. I'm a little loopy today.
Look how he's
so-
giggling like a little girl. You see?
Oh, all right then. But yes, so Para could not make it today. Para is off in the big warframe in the sky. We salute him, and he may or may not be back here for the very first session of Fate Harmony in the next year of 2025. So everyone say 07 for Pero. We will not see him for the rest of the year. But
He went off to be with December Chan.
he went off to be with December Chan, yeah. But in replacement for that, so because we cannot have Fate Armistice, we will be having Throwaways of the Frontier, the pilot episode of a mini campaign from MLG Kaiser.
Amen. Gamers, today we have come together to bring pain and suffering to the two forever DMs and Polarisu.
Yeah,
I'm so
and
proud.
Polaris.
I raised that boy.
And Polaris.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yes, I have played with the idea of doing something for this group for a very long time. Very, very long time. And now an opportunity has arisen. I really didn't know whether this was going to happen properly up until like 2 days ago. But I think I cooked up something nice. And we're going to have some fun today. I will definitely.
I'm excited.
So Dio, what system of intense scrutiny are you using for Kaiser's first DMing? Personally, I'm going with a 1 to 10 scale, but if you want to do a tier list, right, that's also acceptable.
A tier list.
I asked him a bunch of stuff in DMs and he said yes. He's already good in my book.
I'm gonna do a tier list. Oh man.
I mean, you guys are joking, but unironically, after this, my ears will be open for criticism, improvement, and these sort of things. I have a quick disclaimer for all of this. We have been used to Skorek and Dio. These two guys have been DMing ever since they got out of the womb. This is my first time. Please take care of me. Please be gentle.
DMing is an entirely different experience. I think DMing is extraordinarily fun and also exhausting at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know how you'll like it.
You're going to ascend today.
Yeah, I listen. I've given you, I think, a rather easy character to Dio, so this should be fun. And in fact, actually, speaking of that, should we? Oh my God, Risu! I just saw the image you have. Anyway, I thought you were joking. I thought you were joking for some reason. I thought it was a joke.
No, I'm not joking.
You fuck. Oh man, but yes. So, should we introduce our characters, or should we before that? Do we do fun facts of the day for this?
Character introductions will happen during campaign. I'm gonna take care of it.
Oh, okay.
So we can do
Come on, Dio,
introductions
who
of
do you
players.
think it is? You learn from the best.
Exactly. But I think fun fact of the day is still a tradition that should carry over even to this mess.
Oh man, I can't put pressure on Para for the last. Isn't Para?
Dio's fun fact of the day? Oh my
Dio's
God!
fun fact of the day?
Dio's fun fact of the day?
Wait, no,
Dude, we've been waiting for so
Para's in
long.
chat. Para's in chat. Para's in chat. Okay, Para has a fun fact. Para has a fun fact. Yes,
Farrakh has a fun fact.
Para has a fun fact. Okay. Let me get my Wi-Fi start. Okay, we gotta ramp it up. We gotta ramp up the Wi-Fi. We gotta ramp up the Wi-Fi. Okay.
What the fuck?
You were gonna crank it.
All right,
Give me like 5 minutes. Okay,
we're gonna get more fun facts then.
we can get the other fun facts done.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Pola Risu, and I'm going to be playing interesting. I think everyone's playing something interesting. Never mind. I can't talk about it yet, but yeah. My fun fact of the day is that before this started, like literally before this started, I went downstairs to a store, and no. Go away. Sorry, fucking cat got on the mic. I went downstairs to the store and I saw this drink in the fridge and I said, "What is this?" And the store owner said, "I don't know, people just keep buying it." So I did, and now I'm drinking it. What's gonna happen to me? We'll find out. I'll keep you updated.
All right, Skorak. Can you top that? That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good one to close out.
These are pretty good.
The Risu fun facts.
Let's see. So there was one that I wanted to say last week and I forgot. and I also forgot it now, so you're not getting that one.
Fun fact. I forgot my fun fact 2 weeks in a row.
You're not getting that
Yeah.
one. The forbidden fun fact.
Exactly. That's the fun fact that was the lost fun fact. Let's see. For a one not so lost fun fact. Yeah, I got nothing. I have truly well and truly bottomed out.
nothing.
He just
My
keeps
barrel
edging
is
us.
empty. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Wow, guys, this was a funny fact.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's a hint towards his character. That's a hint towards his character.
Can we get some claps in chat for ScoreX fun fact? I think that was
Yes,
really.
I will say, you know what? I don't know if this is a fun fact, but the character I'm playing this week is about as far from Elizabeth as one could get.
Thank God.
It's probably like if you had to put them like in a sliding scale, they would be diametrically opposite.
Okay. All right. And the little known fun fact from Dio's opinions from Dio. I was supposed to say that the other way around. That was the joke. Anyway, that's not the fun fact. That's just like that's a free one. You can get that from me. So number one fun fact is another freebie. I fell asleep really early last night, meaning I woke up really early last night, meaning that I'm kind of tired right now. This does not mean I'm not fully functional. In fact, this means that I'm 120%, as the people in the call have found out for the past 2 hours.
He's been here for over 3 hours. This is the longest I've seen him on a Sunday before the stream ever, and he's been insane.
You guys don't know how much energy this man has.
He kept yelling about like he's healing and shit.
But
Yes.
beyond that, my actual fun fact, okay, this will come up later, okay? I just want you to know that my boy, the one and only, the character I'll be playing, has a brother named Frank. Okay, that's really important. That's integral to the character. Okay, that's my fun fact. That's all you're getting from me. That is the first player Dio fun fact you're gonna get the whole entire year. That my character has a brother named Frank.
Let me also give a fun fact to you guys. Any fact can be a fun fact so long as it's something that is either fun or sounds like fun to those that hears the fact.
Hey,
Exactly.
thank you,
Fun
Neo,
fact.
for giving Kaiser a free
Yeah.
fun fact.
Yes, thank you, Neo.
Ooh, but all right then. All right.
Actual
then.
fun fact though, man, Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a very fun game.
Yeah, Dark Souls.
Very good.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so pause. Everyone, take a deep breath. After all of these weeks, after so many weeks, we have the last fun fact from Para for the entire year.
I'm actually excited now.
I didn't feel so hectic before, but now that he said it like that, I'm shaking.
The
I need someone to read it for me.
The final boss of all fun
Fun
facts.
fact.
We have built up so many weeks of Para giving. He's been the glue. The fun fact. I don't think this would be the same stream if it were not for the fun facts of the day from 7 Para. All right, I read it for you. I'm the one reading it. Okay. Ooh. Fun fact. I fucked up so bad, the character AI started making out with another character AI. I literally have negative Riz.
Who is reading it like that?
That was a fun fact. I was so excited and then that.
That he has negative riz?
That uses character AI. Okay, you know what? We have a Neo fun fact. So let's end it with that. That is the final boss of fun facts. Fun fact. Any facts that is said can be a fun fact as long as it's something that is fun or sounds like fun to those that hear the fact. There we go. The final fun fact of 2024.
Oh god. Oh man, it was even funnier that the music kind of lined up with the end of that fucking fun fact. I literally have negative raise and then the boss music crescendoed. God.
The man is playing his own music over there.
Yeah, I mean the fucking watch together. You're not playing shit in that.
Oh no, I wasn't in the normal watch together because I'm the fucking I'm a riffing.
He's not
it today.
DMing.
I'm a riffing it today.
He's a DJ today.
Because he's insane.
I mean, so that you can
Insane
all
today.
be on the same page, I'll join the oh stop. Oh,
What happened?
I opened the wrong watch together and almost played copyrighted music. I opened the wrong watch together. That's the other watch together.
We almost literally got rickrolled.
Yo's not allowed to be in charge of any heavy machinery today.
It's called Frozen Despair, right? That's the
Yes.
uncopyrighted music? Okay, thank you. Oh. Okay, there we go. Good lord. I didn't seek help. Okay, there we go. Oh. So how's it going? There's all the fun facts.
Well.
Well.
James be all them fun facts.
The calm before the storm. This is going to be a live learning experience. We are just listen. If I see that the notes are not working, we are just going to raw dog it. We're going to get through this somehow, boys. Hong Kong, am I right?
Listen, that is the true DM experience, by the way, is that you make a whole bunch of notes because the true is that everyone memes about like the Tibet plans and how they never come to fruition the way that people think. I need you to understand, I have very detailed plans for every session, and so rarely do they ever actually happen. So much of being a DM is going, oh wow, these plans mean nothing, and then we're just ripping.
Oh my god.
I think I can physically yo when that happens to you. You go, oh, interesting. I didn't.
What do you want to marry James?
I go inside the Fight of Festus alone. Huh? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Para. I freeze the door shut. We're killing all the monks. Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's happening now.
Oh god. All right.
Okay, my characters never used the door. We don't have that there where I grew up.
Okay. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, should we slowly move into the thingy, or are there any more random things we need to get out?
I'm good.
I'm ready to get in.
Absolutely. Then let's go ahead and set the stage a bit with a little introduction text. Hundreds of years ago, the Eternal Empire controlled the entire continent. Due to a series of events, however, the Empire lost more than half of its territory almost overnight. A lot of time has passed since then, and the Imperial Council has made the decision that it is time for the Empire to reclaim what it has lost. They gave the territory a name: the Imperial Frontier. Adventuring as we know it, however, has been outlawed for over 1,000 years. Instead, the Council decided to create a new organization specifically for that task: the Imperial Pioneers. For some reason, it was decided that the Pioneers will find their recruits in a very different way. Instead of taking in volunteers or specifically recruiting members of other imperial organizations or the army, instead, the pioneers seemingly at will sent letters to completely random members of society, telling them that they have been selected. And a couple of days ago, the Imperial Recruitment Office announced that it intends to recruit and train a new generation of pioneers. And it seems like 3 very illustrious people are about to receive their letters very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Throwaways of the Frontier. And we are gonna move over to our first player character right away. Our introductions are going to take place in the general area of a city named Kuskur. And somewhere out there on the streets of Kuskur, it's right now about 6 in the evening, you know, it's already getting a bit dark out there. Somebody is making their way home from work. Mr. Dio's opinions. Please describe your character.
All right. So, I don't have to describe my character because you all have seen my character in your real lives before. You know, as you're walking home from work, as you're going out to the store, as you're going about your day to day, you've seen probably, you know, that generic guy, and you look at him, you go, wow, that's a really generic guy. That's my character. My character's name is Jim Smith. Jim Smith has brown, darkish brown hair, blue eyes, white, loves to wear flannel t-shirts and blue jeans. He's Jim Smith. He has a wife and 2 kids that he loves very much. He works a job. He's okay. You know, he has friends and coworkers that he talks to at the water cooler, etc., you know. Jim Smith.
Jim Smith, indeed.
And he's
one little detail maybe for...
Oh.
Yeah,
one little detail, as I'd mentioned to you, he's kind of a family guy. He loves his family a lot. He'd do anything for them. Not only his wife and kids, but he also has an older brother and an older sister. And he loves small talk, yes.
Just for the people watching this, what class is Jim Smith?
So Jim Smith, he's not like a fancy mage or anything like that, right? He never learned magic. He never learned how to like officially wield a sword or anything like that. Jim Smith is a monk, not because he went through formal training, but because his brother, he taught him a little bit of karate, you know, like in his spare time, like he knows a little jujitsu, probably.
Probably is my
he knows
favorite.
a little karate.
Just probably.
Jim Smith has a very interesting employer. Jim Smith is working an office job for the so-called Merchant Guild, which is the largest and by far most wealthy organization in the entire empire. If somebody in the empire makes business, they are a part of that organization. Now, not that Jim Smith would see any of that. He is just a random office guy taking care of letters, logistics, these sorts of things. He can probably tell you when the next carriage to the next city is going to leave. That's the job that he has. After college, that is the job that he got. Numbers and papers are really the most constant things in his life. But you know, as Dio said, he has a couple of office workers he hangs out with every now and then. First and foremost, he is very happy to provide a stable life for himself and his family, albeit a bit monotone every now and then. And his back hurts a lot.
The most
That is the person we are looking at here.
The most responsible person in the D&D world.
It's a bit past 6 p.m. Jim Smith is making his way home, using the same route he has used for the last 12 or so years. Jim, you open up the door to your apartment, you enter it, and you see your wife. She's wearing a very nice dress, looking in the mirror currently. Right now she's in the process of applying some lipstick.
All right. Yeah, so Jim, he walks in, sets down his bag, unbuttons his overcoat, hangs it up on the coat rack, looks around. Oh, hi there, honey. Working hard or hardly working? Ah, ha, ha, ha. Never get tired of that joke.
Your wife gives you a side eye as she continues to face the mirror, finishes applying her lipstick. I'm going out with my friends tonight, James.
All right. Well, have a nice night. Now, don't stay out too long, though.
She ignores it.
I've been hearing some nasty rumors about them downtown folk.
She listens and doesn't directly respond. Instead, she goes back to applying some other makeup to her face. I've heard your brother Frank is back in town on a business trip or something.
Frank's back in
Maybe
town.
I'll run across him.
Well, yeah, if you see Frank downtown, well, tell him I said hi. It's been a while. Tell him I've been practicing my jujitsu.
Well, if I see him, he will probably ask me, what are you doing with your life? Is that the kind of answer I'm supposed to give him?
Jim like pauses a little bit. He's like a little bit hurt, but like he shrugs it off. Yeah, tell him I've been practicing my moves. You know, I've been doing pretty well.
She looks at you with a very neutral expression, you would guess. Grabs her bag and walks out of the apartment.
Well, oh man, looks like I'm gonna really have to practice then. he says, like he exhales a lot, leans back a little bit. 'Cause, you know, maybe Jim hasn't been practicing his karate that much in the past few years. His back is starting to hurt him, you know.
Dad, where did Mom go?
Oh, well, hi there.
That's funny.
She went out to go meet some friends downtown.
The voice that just asked you that question was the older one of your two daughters, Mary. And she stands there in the doorway to her room. A bit of a concerned expression on her face, looking at you.
Now, well, don't worry. Adults, they gotta play on the playground too sometimes, you know. But their playgrounds are filled with a lot more alcohol, which is something that I want you to tell her I didn't tell you. And he like pats Mary on the head, rubs through her hair a little bit. Go on. About time for you to sleep, right?
Yeah. I already brought Beth to bed. She's already sleeping. There's some mail that came today. Put it on the kitchen counter.
Oh, you know I love mail. It's another check, isn't it? He smiles a toothy grin, knowing it's probably not another check.
Listen, your kid is coming right after you. She is relatively intelligent, so she literally just looks at you like again, concerned she is not buying your shit. She knows that it's probably just another bill.
Or perhaps
it's okay. She looks down.
Perhaps it's a big old present for you, huh? Another one of those books?
Yeah, that would be nice, I guess.
He like makes a mental note and nods to himself a little bit. Gotta buy my kids some presents now. Shit. He walks over to the kitchen table. He looking through the mail, another bill, some junk mail, and then assumingly finds the interesting letter.
See, that is very funny because I have literally written it down. First letter is a bill. Second letter is a bill. Third letter is a bill. Fourth letter is a bill. Fifth letter, oh, you're getting some money back because of your insurance. Sixth letter, oh, insurance fees will be starting to increase next month. That's it.
Damn, that is so much pain.
Amazing.
Oh.
And as you are getting
gold.
And as as Jim Smith is going through his letters, thinking about how he is going to have to use his 2 hours of free time to find some sort of present for his daughter, you notice a special thing. At the bottom of all of the letters, there's another letter, and it sticks out a lot. It is completely golden and almost shiny.
Would you look at that, Mary? I don't exactly think it's a book, but someone did leave us a present.
And as you open up the letter, you start to read, and it says, "Citizen of the Eternal Empire, you hereby have been given the grand honor to join the Imperial Pioneers and be a part of the effort to reclaim the frontier. From the moment this letter arrives, you have 24 hours to get to the recruitment office at the border crossing. Any form of resistance or failure to meet the deadline will be addressed by the Imperial Bureau of Enforcement."
Well, I'll be damned. I've been chosen? But Mary, read this for me, because just to make sure, and he hands it to his 12-year-old daughter to reread the mail.
I told you I'm not that good at school.
Oh, come on, you're the genius of the family. We all know that.
The cities of the integral? That's mathematics, isn't it?
That's what I thought. Go on.
And she continues to skim over the entire letter. As she continues to go over it, like you can see by her eyes, she has to go over multiple letters, multiple times.
Yeah, and he helps her with words that she doesn't understand.
And as she does it, her expression goes down a bit. They're telling you to leave.
He pauses for a moment. Well, they're not telling me to leave. They're granting me a great offer. An offer of a vacation, a paid vacation on that. Always think on
I
the
don't
bright
want you
side
to
of
leave.
it. Well, I'm not going to leave for a long time. He looks at the letter. Probably.
They're telling you have to go very soon.
Yeah, they are. I heard Frank's back in town at the very least. Maybe you'll get to see
I
your
don't like
uncle.
Uncle Frank. He's a doofus. He constantly keeps talking about karate.
Yeah. He said, yeah, and then he like looks out the window nostalgically. Yeah, he does. Well, listen, Mary. I'll be sure to come back at the very least, okay? I won't be gone for that long.
Okay.
By the way, how far is the location on the letter? Like, is it going to take me the whole... Do I have to, like, leave now? Or can I leave in the morning?
Okay, so you work in an office job. You deal with a lot of logistics and these sorts of things. You would know that if you take a carriage to that place, which would not be too expensive, that's just pocket change, you would have to leave relatively early. I'm talking like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. That's the best possible thing you can do. So
Okay.
you can stay for the night, but...
I told you when this man started waking up early in the morning, he was getting into gym character.
So then, so in order to, seeing that my eldest daughter is a little bit concerned that her father is being drafted into the super military, he continues to try to console her here and there. Eventually picks her up, puts her into her bed, and reads her some old bedtime stories, and stays with her until she falls asleep.
And so she does, after quite some time.
You know, specifically saying, they're like, don't worry. In fact, I'm going to be an adventurer, and I got some mighty stories I'm going to tell you when I get back.
And whether you believe it or not, Mary actually starts to buy into what you are saying. By the end of it, she seems a lot calmer. At some point, she definitely even promises you that she will miss you. but she is gonna take a very good care of her little sister Beth. She's gonna make sure to be a responsible big sister, especially when mommy isn't here, and that she trusts that you will come back.
Yep. And then before I leave, obviously, I go in, check on my youngest, check on Beth. And then once everyone else in the house is asleep and or my wife is downtown somewhere, I do, while alone, I probably don't get much sleep because you said I have to leave like really early in the morning. Instead, I kind of just like, I pack my bags, pack anything that's necessary, write a letter to my wife, and then I probably just like sigh heavily while looking out the window and drinking a bottle of beer. For like an hour or two before it's time for running. No, I don't get like drunk or anything like that, but you know, I just like pop open a beer, look out the window. Well, fuck.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, fuck.
You deserve that one. You walk over to your ice shelf, you pick up a cold one, open it up. That beer feels good at the moment, man. You definitely deserve that one.
Yeah. And so I don't sleep much, if at all. But I pack my things, say one last goodbye to my kids, and then I head off.
Yes. And that was the introduction of our first character. We will move on right away. I will go ahead and say, we mentioned it in the introduction text, adventuring has been outlawed by the Empire. But when has the law ever stopped free thinkers and outlaws? Let's be honest here. Skorek, describe your character.
You know me. I'm nobody really, right? Some random farhand in like a town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. You wouldn't even take a second look. Okay, maybe you would because I'm kind of 7 feet tall and half bugbear, but there's nothing else unusual about me. Besides the fact that I break the law for money. But, you know, don't judge. Everyone does that. So, as you know, a big hybrid bugbear woman with gray, like whitish gray hide, which also gives her her adventure alias, Silverhide. On a day, she works as like a normal farmhand, and at night, she takes contracts for money to go out and adventure, no matter what the Empire says, to get a lot of money. Makes a lot of money, spends a lot of money. She's always fucking broke. Generally, pretty free-spirited, always up for adventure, and currently she is wakes up with a hangover in her bed with two people she doesn't even know the name of, and you know she's ready for her day.
Absolutely. You see, with the sort of work that you do in your, well, free time, I guess, there are people also who would call you nothing more than a smuggler or an illegal poacher, doing odd work for the rich upper class of the city of Kuskur. But you take quite a bit of pride in the life that you are living. Whenever you are out there doing runs in the area close to the frontier, it's just as you said. You absolutely value your freedom, and if anything, you definitely live a life that is completely different to that of the average person. Because one fact about the frontier, people usually don't get that close to it.
I might even say I might have like a little bit of a superiority thing about that, right? I might be like, they don't know I'm an adventurer, you know, like the meme.
Yes.
In the corner of the party, they don't know I'm an adventurer.
I love it.
Exactly. Just a chill guy, you know. So yeah,
just a chill guy.
Wakes up, imagine the room's a mess. It's probably a hotel room, right? I don't really have the energy or the fucking like time to go to my fucking house in the night. And I look up, I'm like, next to me there's a person, the other next to me there's another person. I'm like, oh well, get out of the room, get dressed, and just leave.
And you do leave. You make your way back to where you usually spend your days when you are not actively out on missions, and that is a farm in the general... I'm sorry?
Sorry. For a moment there you stopped and I thought you wanted me to say what it is, but you know, you're gonna no worries.
No, I'm sorry. Every now and then I'm gonna stop in the middle of a sentence in order to collect what I actually want to say, so...
That's fine.
This will just happen. Bit of a real life lag. So, You are making your way back to the place you usually stay at when you are not silver-hide out there on adventures. And that is, you could say, a bit of a rural-ish community on the outskirts of Kuskur. Lots of farms in need of lots of farm hands. And even when you are not actively working as a farmhand down there, you enjoy spending your time over there. As you said it yourself, living out the superiority complex of spending time with regular people, not telling them about what you do in your free time, just in general feeling better than them. One place specifically that you enjoy visiting, which I assume is going to be the first stop you get to after you make your way back to that area, is an establishment just called The Bar. Within that little local community, there is no other bar, so the guy who owns it just decided, no, we don't need a name, it is The Bar.
Nothing to work through a hangover than some early morning drinking, am I right?
You think to yourself as you enter it, and the smell hits you, the noise of all of the other people who live the same sort of life of drinking early in the morning hits you, and you think to yourself, man, this is home.
Absolutely. It's one of the homes. The other one is out there in the wilderness.
True that. You make your way to the counter of the bar, and the person greeting you at the counter is somebody who you actually know, somebody who you have spent quite a lot of time with over the last couple of years. It's a girl called Kurumi. She is the daughter of the bar owner. And the first thing she does when she sees you is roll her eyes. You have been out on one of your adventures again, haven't you?
And like
Just
sit down, give her like a little wink, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
She lets out a heavy sigh. I'm dreading the day that you will not return to this place.
Oh, please. You've been saying that for years now, and what happens every time? I return with more money than the last time. Come on! I mean, look, I get it, right? It's difficult for the people that don't know what's out there, but it's really not as dangerous as people think it is, right? Like, if you know all the 53 kinds of poisonous plants and all the 13 carnivores that want to eat you in this particular spot of the woods, right? And if you can work out okay, let's say 120 different types of traps, it's really not that hard, you know? You could never camp down there.
She just stares at you. She really wants to say something smart, but she has to, you are saying the truth. So far, over all of these years, nothing bad has happened to you. Can you really blame me for being worried? Just yesterday, 2 smugglers went completely missing again near Lena River.
Look, okay, this job is not for everybody, but I got it, right? Like, you can't say I don't. At this point, right? I mean, look, don't you think it has been good for the community? I mean, all the money, I funneled a lot of it into your bar. Like, Lord knows, I don't know if we will be in business at this point if I hadn't bought that much alcohol.
Yeah, true that. There's a reason my dad likes you so much.
It's that and my winning smile.
I still can't believe you drink that shit that he sells as sake. It's just watered down vodka, but these people just take anything, I guess.
Look, beggars can't be choosers.
Beggars can't be choosers. You keep returning to this place. With all of the money that you have made, you could basically count as a member of the high society at this point, let's be honest. And yet you keep returning here.
But at that point, what would I be? Some stuck-up, fucking candy-ass noble? Really? Come on. That ain't me.
Yeah, you and stuck-up. That really doesn't fit together.
Yeah, can you imagine with a cravat? Or all of those weird things they wear around their necks, or a fucking cape?
She chuckles along and then pours you some sort of drink. You spend the first half of the day just chilling there, chatting to some other people who obviously only know you as a farmhand. At some point, boom, The door rips open. As two Imperial enforcers enter the bar. Kurumi immediately looks at you and just goes like, quick, jump behind the counter. Quick, jump.
I kind of like, you see like for a moment my eyes widen, but then I like smile a little bit and just kind of like look at her and I'm like, wait. So panic,
Wait for what? What will they be here for if not for you?
They have already seen me. Let's play it cool.
One of the enforcers continues to stand in the doorway as the other one makes their way to the counter. And Kurumi is still going like, she is still sweating, but the moment the enforcer arrives, she goes, oh, you are very different to our usual patrons. How may I serve you, esteemed customer? The enforcer, wearing the typical completely closed-off golden armor with black stripes every now and there, and like decorations and stuff. His face is not visible. He just stands there, stares at her. He's significantly taller than her. Is old man Shoji here? Oh, my dear father. I'm afraid he is currently out to buy apples for our apple sake. The enforcer continues to stare at her, looks around. We are looking for a certain individual who we know frequents this establishment. Are you familiar with Silverhide? Is there any sort of reaction from the actual Silverhide?
Internally, she's screaming. Externally, cool as a cucumber. Just drinking, just taking a sip,
Something similar goes for Kurumi, but she is sweating significantly. Like there are pearls running down her face, reflecting the light of the candles. No, like most people here. As she continues to stutter, the enforcer pulls out a golden letter and puts it on the counter. Make sure your father hands over that letter to them. The enforcer continues to look around, walks to the door, and the two leave. But because they are assholes, they leave the door open.
Oh my god, those dicks. They didn't even close the door.
Absolute bastards.
I just did like a big fucking exhale. Holy shit.
As you say that, Kurumi has not stopped sweating. She just starts going like, if this is an actual arrest warrant, when we were younger, I always thought of us running away, maybe leaving my asshole father behind, and I
It kind of like looks at Kurumi and like just kind of like places like a finger on her lips and is like, hey, you know me. I'll get out of it. Please don't have it be an arrest warrant, though. Please don't have it be an arrest warrant, please. Just kind of like pull out the golden letter. Okay, you know what? I don't know. I have never seen a golden arrest warrant. Should I take this as a compliment?
I will go ahead and say the fact that you are capable of making jokes in this situation is calming me down a lot. Thank you very much for that.
Hey, it's you know me.
As you open up the letter, it reads the exact same message that Jim Smith got. Citizen of the Eternal Empire, you hereby have been given the grand honor to join the Imperial Pioneers and be a part of the effort to reclaim the frontier. From the moment this letter arrives, you have 24 hours to get to the recruitment office at the border crossing. Any form of resistance or failure to meet the deadline will be addressed by the Imperial Bureau of Enforcement. And I assume the first thing that you realize is, okay, this is not an arrest warrant. I don't die today.
Yeah, that's... Oh, Jesus Christ, on an arrest warrant. Apparently they want to take me to the frontier for the pioneers, which... From what I heard, that's random, so I think it's just rotten luck.
So
Also,
We're not
did
running
you just
away?
go fetch to me?
what? It's
Like the whole running away together from your asshole. Like you just. Like, do you want to talk about that or?
apple sake. We are making apple sake, and she starts walking
Okay,
to
cool.
the back of the bar.
I kind of just like
Damn.
rub my fucking temple. All right, well, this could be worse. I just have to go to the frontier again. It's fine. It's literally what I do. We'll go there, play nice for a little bit, and then leave and continue living my best life.
Speaking of living their best life,
Now,
Hmm?
I will say, I do make a mental note. With all of the plunder I will get from the frontier this time, I might get Kurumi a little something. You know, I might just
Aw.
blow it on, you know, on
Aw.
booze.
and that's what we call growth. Speaking of growth, we move on to our third player character. In
does
a
that mean?
circus on the outskirts of town,
I
Polarisu,
wasn't fucking joking, Dio. I wasn't fucking joking.
describe your Honk Kong character.
Yes. Vivian is a small half elf girl, sorry, with like blue, pink, and sometimes maybe even purple hair. She's wearing like this fancy like outfit with lots of colors and shapes and things on it, like even with like the fancy like neck piece on it, like old circus folk. Like she's got a necklace with a clown nose on it. Don't worry about that. It's not important now. She's got like, she'll always have like face paint on, like a little diamond under her eye, and like maybe a heart under another one or something along those lines. Yeah. That's just her. She's very colorful.
I am gonna ask, what kind of class? What kind of class is Vivian?
Oh, we never went into.
Yeah,
Vivian's
we're
class.
correct. We're gonna go back to that. It's okay.
Okay. She's just a magical little sorcerer. She knows little spells and stuff. Maybe a lot more than yeah.
Then, just as a real quick reminder, what kind of class was Silverhide?
She's a rogue.
A rogue. So we have a monk who knows a little karate, a sneaky rogue, and a sorcerer who, yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, a sneaky 7 foot tall rogue, by the way.
That's
Exactly,
very
that's very
impressive, honestly. Just like just like slinks under like things I imagine. Like it just like looks that would look like really cool. Like it's like whoosh, gone.
Pure muscle, honestly.
Mhm.
So, Vivian, after a long day of performing in the circus,
Yay.
one could say being one of the attractions at the circus, a man walks up to you. You know this man. This is Lucien. What did I say? Wait, I have. Fuck, give me a second. It's a fucking circus owner, okay? There we go.
Yes.
It's Lucien Fratelli, the owner of the circus that you have joined. He's wearing a top
Okay.
hat, a very over-the-top tuxedo, completely purple, by the way, all of his entire get-up. Vivian, do me a favor, and can you go and feed the animals today? Somebody needs to take care of that.
Oh, but I was going to help them set up, the ring of fire for tomorrow.
Remember what happened the last time when you tried to set up the ring of fire? I'm
She
pretty
looks-
sure they do. So please go to the animals. Do as you're told.
She was like smiling, and she suddenly she looks really sad and has like little puppy dog eyes, but she like slouches over and walks towards the animal cages.
You start walking towards the animal cages, and let me just tell you, those are the saddest animal cages that you have seen. Lucien Fratelli's circus is not really a good circus. There's like a big cat painted black and orange. That's a tiger. There's a donkey with a dead bird attached to its back. It's called Pegasus. There's a bunch of little chickens that have green leather strips attached to their legs. They are called the basilisks. It's 3 chickens.
Oh.
Lucian usually says that those are the types of animals which he encountered while he was traveling the frontier. It's up to you to decide whether Vivian actually believes him or not.
Oh no, 100%. She's gonna like as she's cleaning, she'll like even like as she's cleaning around the cage, she'll even like lean up against like Pegasus's cage, and just like, you know, today was a really good show. Besides, you know, the fact that just a little bit, you know, I messed up that one act, and you know, someone in the audience got hurt. But you know, that's why they sign waivers when they come in.
As you have these sorts of you let out these thoughts while taking care of the animals, and that is something that you do quite often. You are very comfortable in the animal cage, all of the little animals. They seem to, in your eyes, everybody at the circus likes you a lot, but the animals in the animal cage actually show it to you, and you enjoy the quiet little moments that you get whenever you get to the cage. Because the thing is, Vivian is an orphan who was picked up by the circus at a very young age. You don't know why you were abandoned or who your parents really were, but you are, as you said, a half-elf. And you always thought that that fact maybe had something to do with it. Or maybe it is because of your abilities. Because you are capable of using magic just with a little side effects. For the lack of a better term, you yourself came up with a word with which you can describe your stuff. You refer to it as wild magic. During your time as an orphan, which you spent on the street for a very little...
I told you,
I told my
you're
players, don't hold back. During your time as an orphan, you actually had to spend a bit of time on the streets. You actually used to show off your magic on the streets. Not even really in order to get any like money out of it or to survive. You just unironically really enjoyed the looks on the faces of people as they were watching you, how much they were laughing. And it made you a very confident performer. One day, at some point, you were picked up by a man called Lucian Fratelli, the owner of the circus, because he saw you on the street and he decided, yes, this kid shall be added to my list of freak show attractions.
Yeah, just like Pegasus.
Just like Pegasus. This was many years ago.
What was it, the 3 basilisks? What were they called again?
Yeah, the basilisks. That was many years ago. However, in the time that you have spent with the circus, you have gotten even more confident, really.
Yeah, I learned how to juggle, and when they play music, they let me play the triangle. I really enjoy it.
You really enjoy it. As you reminisce about all of the things and all of the skills that you have learned during the time of the circus, one of the pets walks up to you. You know it under the name Grizzly Bear. It's a very fat, woolly sheep. It walks up to you and cuddles against you.
Oh, Grizzly. What's wrong, Grizzly?
Grizzly continues to cuddle against you, his soft wool pressing against you.
Oh, she hugs him and squeezes him, and she's like, you know, it'll be fun if instead of putting the ring on fire, we just put you on fire next time.
Luckily for all of us, Grizzly does not speak any common, so he just kind of hears the soft tone in your voice and continues to cuddle against you. You continue to hug it, and in the soft embrace of the sheep called Grizzly Bear, after a long day of performing, you slip away into a little nap. There is one fact about Vivian. Every single time she falls asleep, she has the same dream. It's not a nightmare, just a reoccurring dream that she gets every single time. It's of a very strong hailstorm. but it is not cold. It is warm. It's comforting. It feels like a memory. As you suddenly hear, "Oi, nerd! Wake up!"
And she wakes up and she looks around.
In front of you is...
Sorry, no, that was just me going, huh? Wait.
As you slowly start to wake up, somebody stands in front of you. It's a tiefling with dark gray skin and deep blue hair. "My rival is not allowed to sleep during work hours. What do you think you're doing?"
She stands up and pulls herself together. I was just comforting our great and powerful grizzly bear.
God damn it, you are right. And you
Exactly.
recognize the person. The person in front of you is a woman called Lisa, about the same age as you. And as we established earlier, most of the people in the circus are very friendly with you, although they keep a bit of their distance. On a regular basis, many of them even tell you, "Man, you should absolutely go on a grand journey or quest to find out more about the wild magic. You can definitely find the answers out there."
As long as it's not in here.
As long as it's not in here. Lisa, however, is the only person you would describe as actually very close to you, like a genuine friend. Although she doesn't really see you as a friend, she sees you as a rival who she has to defeat and take care of. But that is okay.
Oh, damn, she's just as delusional.
I've
Sorry,
had to...
I was gonna say, sorry, I don't see you doing anything.
Listen here, I helped with setting up the fire rink, and I did very well. And she, in order to prove that she did very well, she shows you her fingers, which are completely burnt, charcoal even. I did my part. What did you do?
She's gonna point to the cage of the Pegasus, whose place or whatever, and just like, ta-da! And it's not like good clean at all. It's like at most like everything's just been moved towards the back where most people can't see.
I have been defeated once again. Listen, my revenge will be sweet, and you will feel it.
So you claim. And she just like she kind of like lifts her head in this like this proud manner, and with like her arms folded.
Yeah. Guess I'm gonna clean the toilets again. I actually came here. Mr. Fratelli wants to talk to you.
Ooh. That must hurt, doesn't it? The fact that he made you come all the way to tell me that I'm gonna get a big role soon, and so, you know.
See, I volunteered to come and get you because I thought you were just slacking off somewhere again. And here I catch you actually taking care of Pegasus and Grizzly Bear. I'm just not worthy.
She knows she's in the wrong, so she's just gonna smile and like start like prancing away.
As you leave that delusional tiefling person in the cages, you make your way to one of the tents of the circus. Everybody there lives in tents as you make your way from city to city. You go to the fanciest of the tents, in which Lucian Fratelli... Is he currently doing a line of coke? Oh no, he has his head up now. Probably not.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, there you are, Vivian. Come in, take a place, please.
Is there a chair?
No.
Oh, then she just goes and she like stands somewhere and she says, yes, sir.
Have you gotten in trouble with the law recently?
You know me, I never even leave this lovely family of ours.
he stares at you for a bit. Then how would you explain this? And he pulls out from under the table a golden letter, places it on the table. This arrived in our mailbox today. You know just as much as me that golden letters always represent letters sent by the Empire itself.
And she looks at it and she like picks it up and is like, is this really for me?
It has your name written on it.
Maybe someone in the Empire is a fan.
He just like looks at you. Yes, indeed. If you could do me a favor, read it out, please. Depending on how much money we have to pay, this might be your last day at the circus.
Oh, let me just get his name right. Oh, Mr. Fratelli. You know it won't be anything bad. When have I ever done anything bad? And she opens the letter.
And as you said it, in the background, Fratelli actually starts off giving a list of all of the things you have done wrong.
Oh no.
And at the same time, you read the letter. Citizen of the Eternal Empire, the same things that everybody else got. You hereby have been given the grand honor to join the Imperial Pioneers and be a part of the effort to reclaim the frontier. From the moment this letter arrives, you have 24 hours to get to the recruitment office at the border crossing. Any form of resistance or failure to meet the deadline will be addressed by the Imperial Bureau of Enforcement.
Oh. Well, Mr. Fratelli, that sounds wonderful. It's just...
And then
I'd
you
have to
painted
leave.
Grizzly Bear green and...
Okay. This sounds wonderful, but I can't leave our family. I can't leave this wonderful place.
Leave to... Are they sentencing you to prison immediately?
No, they want me to go join the pioneers to see new lands. But I have all the new lands I need here. We travel around all the time. We get to see fancy things. I get to meet fun people. And plus, who's going to take care of Grizzly?
Say, can you give me the letter, please?
Of course. And she hands it over to him.
So he takes the letter, he skims over it a bit. Oh, you weren't lying. You know what? And he slams the letter on the table. I think this is a moment to be celebrated. They are rewarding you for the great work you have done so far. I think the entire circus should help you with packing your package.
You really think so?
You see, a girl with talents as such as you is completely wasted at a place like this. You absolutely have to go out and do your best in order to serve the entirety of the Empire.
She's holding back tears. You've never said anything that's nice to me, Mr. Fratelli.
The qualities of your the qualities of your wild magic definitely are needed for.
If it will bring
Go and
renown
ask
to
Lisa
our
to help you.
family and me and everything, I will travel to the vastest of lands and bring back many honors and fans.
No, don't worry about it. You don't have to bring back anything as long as you are out there and happy. That is everything we need.
Yes, sir, but how will I arrange a carriage all the way over there?
See, he looks into the distance for a couple of seconds. You can basically tell that he is making calculations in his head. How much is this worth to me? You know
the
what?
fastest way to get out.
Here, this coin. It should get you to the crossing.
Is it a gold coin? Or a
Fuck
silver
no, brother.
coin?
It's like a copper coin, maybe. It's like,
Oh, it's payday already. I'm gonna take it. and say, "I will not disappoint you, Mr. Fratelli," and then she's gonna dash back and just yell, "24 hours, 24 hours."
And so the half-elf called Vivian is getting ready to get to the border crossing. Those are our 3-player characters, and now I have to take a sip of water.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Dio. Okay.
I was gonna ask, how does it feel to be like one of the main competent people again?
That's one of the predictions I made in my notes. Skorek is most likely going to be the competent one again. Actually, that's what we discussed earlier as well. It was like, okay, Skorek is most likely going to be the one, actually only person to make a genuine adventurer for this campaign, and it ended up being that way.
Damn.
We need to say, real quick, Kiwi, thank you so much for 34 months of membership.
Yeah. Wow. We are, damn, 34, 30, I think we have 34 and 35, right? From,
Damn.
Damn.
How could you paint Grizzly Green? Listen, he needed camouflage so that he could hide within plain sight when he was doing the show, and the thing happened to be green. Listen, Vivian was inventing green screens before they were real. Okay, shut up.
She is a free thinker, after all. Dio. It's 5 in the morning. It is dark as fuck. It's pretty chilly outside. You have your packaging. That's the right word, right? Your bags in your hands. You have left your home. You are making your way through the city in order to get to the center where all of the carriages are waiting. Roll me a perception.
He didn't do those. He didn't. Well, little sir. Seems like you didn't do everything.
What? He didn't? Okay, yeah, we have a couple of seconds then. That's okay. Yeah, exactly. 13.
What were you trying to do? I'm so confused.
Yeah, basically. You can't hear Dio on stream.
Oh, I
A
muted
create
myself on
A
stream.
just
Hi. Oh man, it is a rough one. Hello, yes.
You can't see the roll?
Yeah, sorry. I thought I forgot to do skills, but I did skills because 5e is baby mode. There you go. That's the whole joke that happened. There's my end. Oh, you can't see the roll either. There you go. There's my perception.
Oh hell,
There we
man.
go.
Wait, have they
Okay,
been
that was the
talking?
first roll
Has
of
chat been
this
talking in your I haven't seen anything.
What?
I haven't seen chat update since Kusachi said just a guy.
Oh no, chat is working.
Yeah.
I think you might have to refresh.
Man, my system is. I'll figure it out.
Listen. It's not your fault. The YouTube live chat is kind of ass because it's trying to like always do some crazy shit these days.
Gotcha.
Technology.
But yes, okay. There's my 13.
Okay. Yes, Dio rolled a 13 perception. Listen, the city of Kuskure at 5 a.m. in the morning, there's fucking nobody on the street. It's like if you walk across a bakery, then maybe some of the bakers are slowly starting to set up shop. Other than that, there is literally nobody. As you are making your way through the dark streets, you hear something behind you. Is that footsteps?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's just a friendly neighborhood guy coming to say hello. So without like much fear, so in my heart, fear, but like in terms of like what Jim is displaying, he just kind of like he turns around, sees who's behind them.
You turn around.
Yeah, he turns around, not like full turns around, but like looks behind him.
Okay, there's nobody there.
Okay, yeah, it's just nothing. It's just the wind. Maybe he shouldn't have drank that last beer. You know what I mean? And he continues walking.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. You continue walking. Yet again, you hear footsteps again. This time, it sounds like they are trying to catch up to you.
Catch up to me?
Yeah, like somebody has been walking at the same speed as you from a distance, and now they are trying to run towards you.
Run towards me.
Yes.
Okay, so when I hear someone trying to run towards me, then I like fully turn around. Just so you know, I know a little bit of karate.
Oh no.
There it is.
You say that, and you see the person who has been running towards you. Like the moment you mention the karate, they stopped, like full motion. Like, it's like they are frozen in time with their running animations that's still there.
Okay.
This person is a relatively short tiefling with a very desaturated purple-colored skin, and you have never seen something like that in your life. On their tiefling horns, little paper wings have been attached, while on their tiefling tail, you would guess it's like paper mache or something, and a stinger have been attached. And this weird creature just stands there, frozen in time in their running animation, and looks at you deep in the eyes and goes, "I am Manticore."
I knew it. I heard it when you were describing it.
Gotcha.
God fucking damn.
Sorry. My worst enemy. And when turned around, Jim was in like a mock fake as hell fighting pose, with like his fists up like he's a boxer, but his legs spread apart for some reason. Like it's completely made up. It's not right. But yeah, so he turns around ready to fight. Looks at this, and you said she was small. Is she like a child or?
No. Like there are short adults. It's just like
Okay.
relatively. Like I'm not talking about like very small. Just like slightly.
Manticore, huh? That your street name? You wanna we down to fight? That what's happening here? Am I being mugged?
She takes a couple of steps back and again goes, "I am Manticore."
I'm Jim.
She shakes her head at you, points with a finger at herself. "I am Manticore."
You stupid or something?
She nods her head.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my god.
he feels bad. when she... Oh, well, are you trying to kill me or something? Like, I got somewhere to be. If I'm late, they're gonna kill me.
"I am Manticore," she says as she starts walking towards you. Like, no, in a non-menacing way, just like casually.
Okay, yeah, she's just like casually walking up to me. There's like a bit of hesitation, but then eventually he goes back to just being a normal pose, with his bag slung over his shoulder. Well, all right then, Manticore. I mean, if you want to follow me, you can.
I was really hoping Jim would dropkick a child today.
So, as Manticore walks up to you, or I am Manticore walks up to you, and I don't know in what kind of part of your baggage and stuff you have put the golden letter that you got.
Okay.
But wherever you have it, whether it's in your jacket or in your bag or something like that, she points at it, even though she doesn't see it, and says, "I am Manticore."
No, that's a bag, honey. It's things that we put things in. Like I got some deodorant in here. I got some snacks for the road.
Fucking trail mix.
I am Manticore. She goes and she puts her hand in her own bag that she has at her side and pulls out a similar golden letter.
Oh, you were pointing to the. Oh, I see. Yeah, I got one of them. And he like ruffles around, takes a few moments, reaches in, grabs one of the granola bars, like questioning, like, "You want this?"
I am Manticore?
Nods to himself, puts the granola bar back in the bag, and then finally pulls out the letter. Yeah, we had to do the same place then, huh?
I am Manticore, puts on a very big smile and starts walking ahead of you to where you assume the carriage place is.
Yep, you could say so. This is just to clarify. It's a paid vacation, right? Like we're being paid and stuff.
Yeah, I will go ahead and say, whatever this thing is, it doesn't know what payment means. It is Manticore.
Gotcha. Neo is also Manticore.
Thank you, Neo. We are all Manticore.
Are there Manticores I need to know about?
Oh,
I am
that's
Manticore.
a powerful Manticore. Holy shit.
I am Manticore.
I am Groot. I am Manticore.
Manticores. Maybe the Manticore were the friends we made along the way. So then, yeah, I just start following behind Manticore as we're headed to the
Okay.
office that I need to be.
We move over a little bit within the city to the big place in the middle of it where all of the carriages gather. I'm saying all of the carriages. This early in the morning, there's literally like 3 over there. Skorek, Silverhide knows a lot about how to get to places. She knows very well that the best way to get to the recruitment office would also be to just get a carriage over there in the square. And it just so happens that you have found that one fucking guy who, at the middle of the morning, drives over to the border and is willing to take passengers with them. As you are standing there, getting ready to head out with the carriage, you look over to the side. You see 2 people entering the big place. One of them just seems like a regular office worker, like, you know, this type of guy the Merchants Guild would employ. You have dealt with a couple of those back in the day. Next to them, there is this weird little desaturated purple thing. Like it's walking, every now and then it leans forwards and backwards, and it makes a little jump. And it seems to be shouting something. I am Mumigor, you hear from afar.
So, basically a desk jockey and something.
Yeah, something like that.
An accountant and la creatora.
I never had the best relationship with those pencil pushers, so I'm not particularly feeling any urge to approach.
That is very fair. Dio, you have entered this big, what even would be the correct place? This plaza where like carriages usually stand around and take in customers. There's exactly 3 carriages in this entire place. You need to find the one that will take you to your destination.
All right.
1, 2, 3. One of them has already a real passenger standing next to them.
Okay, so I kind of like walk up to Manticore first and like put a hand on his shoulder. You should let me do the talking, all right, lass. I'm trained for this kind of thing. I talk to people for a living. He nods.
I am Manticore, she says, and she lays down on the floor.
And then confidently he strides up to some of the carriages. Starts asking around if any of them are the one that he needs to take.
The first one you approach gets operated by a fucking hobgoblin, and he just goes, "Wook, wook, wook."
Gotcha. So I don't. Do you speak common?
Lola.
Common.
Lola.
Wait, if
Understood.
he's a hobgoblin and I'm a bugbear, would that mean I can understand him? Because we're both goblinoids?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, what is he saying?
Oh, you have to roll me perception in order to see whether you catch everything up. It's quite a big plaza. You can understand, but like whether you pick up anything.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Persuasion, not persuasion, perception. Bleh.
Mhm.
13. Damn,
13
do
is fine.
13 perceptions like back to back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, this is actually
yeah.
very funny with something coming up. I like this. I hope Riso also rolls a perception. Yeah, it's definitely enough. Like the guy, he is basically trying to tell Jim Smith, look, man, if you're looking for something specific, I can help you out. Like he is trying to be helpful.
You know, I could really be a big help and make this guy's day up. She kind of pulls her like hood down and keeps like laying on the pile of like bad luggage she has been laying on.
So right. No, I think I get it now. I've talked to a lot of you folk before. So I practice. Did I get it? You understand?
Roll me a charisma check.
What?
I remember your sheet. This is gonna be. Oh no!
What you say about my mother?
Okay.
fucking like how's it called? Ingrid on the other side was like, ooh.
Okay, so
You just rolled a fucking zero.
Not one. Yeah.
he awoke slurs that he didn't even know.
So basically, as this kind of conversation was happening, the hobgoblin was trying to reach into his pocket to pull out a map so that you can point at a map where you are supposed to be taken to. Then you started pulling off this, and you can see his entire demeanor just going down, where it's like he doesn't get angry, it's just like he literally puts on a face of like, why would you say something like that to another being? And
Jim just
it's
has
correct.
like
You
a.
can-
Jim has, by the way, because he doesn't know what the fuck he said. So Jim just has like
Yeah.
a big smile on his face, like he's the kindest person in the world, and he's just like smiling at this hobgoblin. As the hobgoblin goes, "Bro, why did you say that?"
so you can see
Flabbergasted.
you can see tears dwell up in the eyes of the hobgoblin, and Skorek, for you in translation, you have basically understood. Dio has said like 5 different slurs that the upper class uses to discriminate against hobgoblins. This man is very, very sad, and then he goes, blah, 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 which basically means something along the lines of, I'm very uncomfortable with the situation, can you please leave?
God damn it. She kind of like gets off of the like luggage pile that she was like basically dozing off on, and she's gonna approach.
And so I need you to. It gets so much worse because again, he doesn't understand the language. So as you say, I'm very uncomfortable. Please leave. He's Jim is just standing there, patiently waiting with a smile on his face, staring the hobgoblin straight in the eyes after saying 5 slurs to him. He doesn't say anything else. He just waits.
And in his head, he's probably like, "Oh damn, I'm so good. I am able to like try to talk everyone's languages and understand people. Look
Yeah,
at
I
me."
don't know if like the situation in his head is gonna change any when he starts being approached by a 7-foot-tall, armored, well-built hobgoblin that is currently carrying a rapier, a short bow, and 2 daggers.
So Jim notices it. Oh, your friend, I assume.
I look down at the hobgoblin. I'm like, and I'm just kind of like, don't mind him. He's just slow.
Which he has started crying, and in between the cries says, "Please make him go away."
I get it, man. I get it. Don't worry. I kind of like, all right, get over here. I'm dealing with you now.
Wait, Dio, have you also? I think you have tried to say something in the language again, right?
No, not sense. No.
Okay.
He just
I
said,
saw
he
your
just
Discord
stood,
icon light up.
yeah, he just stood there and smiled.
Okay, awesome.
And so when the very tall lady says, "Come over here, I'm dealing with you," in common. Oh, well, all right. As I was trying to explain, I'm looking to get here. And by here I mean and he tells where he's trying to go.
Yes. And Silverhide, you realize that is the same destination that you are also trying to get to.
Shit. Now, why would you be trying to get? Where is it exactly? What it's called?
Just a border crossing.
Yeah. Why would you be trying to get to the border crossing?
Pay vacation.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? My carriage is going there, so there you go. That should be a good solution to your issues.
You got room in your carriage? Well, that's mighty nice of you. Thank you, kind stranger. Oh, notably,
well, I don't own the thing. You'll still have to pay for it, but you know.
Of course. I this is very nice of you to offer a seat next to you. By the way, did you have an extra seat as well? That little one, I don't really know her, but she's kind of with me. It points over towards the tiefling.
Yeah, you point over there. She is not there.
Wherever she went.
I mean, I don't know. She'll have to be here for me to ask the stagecoach.
She'll probably still be around. But thank you, lass. My name's Jim.
I'm Ingrid.
Oh, and he reaches out his hand to give you a handshake.
Yeah. Shakes his hand. Although I will say, not sure if they need accountants in the frontier this time of year. I mean, I guess the death toll needs to be accounted for by someone, but
oh, don't worry. I might look like nothing more than an office worker, but I got some skills, you know.
Kind of like looks you up and down.
He does not look like he looks like he's a fucking accountant.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I can definitely see that.
He's just wearing some jeans. Wait, actually, I thought because he's going on vacation, did he put on like his Hawaii shirt, his swim shorts, and his Birkenstock?
You are so right. Because it's vacation.
Oxen sandals.
He instead of like his normal plaid T-shirt, he's wearing his one special Hawaiian shirt that he got out because he's going on vacation. He's trying to hype himself up a little bit, you know. But like he looks around. Well, we still got some time before the carriages take off, I assume. I'm gonna go try to find a little one, all right?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm just gonna be sleeping.
Roll me perception, deal.
All right. Jim nods and then he rolls perception.
Jim nods and rolls a dice.
12. Yeah, you interestingly enough, Skorek, you turn around and go back to your carriage. So you see her right away. Dio, you have to look around for a bit before you notice. In the meantime, while this conversation was happening, Manticore, or I am Manticore herself, had already walked up to the one carriage driver who is the right one and started a conversation with him. And it seems like they are laughing and pointing at the map and something. She seems like she was doing all right.
Started a conversation?
I am Groot. Right here, man. But yeah, so Jim waves her over and walks over to her, et cetera, et cetera. Not gonna like interrupt seeing that he's talking to someone else or anything like that, but yeah. The Jim situation is crazy.
Hola, Riso. Word has spread very quick through the circus. The moment the message was spread that you are going to go out there and make the entire big family proud, everybody got out of their tents in order to in order to help you with your preparations.
Holy shit, the wild magic sorcerer is leaving. Oh, thank God.
she's gone. She's gone.
Oh, you all came to see me off. That's so kind.
And as you know, everybody is walking up to you, you know, shaking your hand. Some people actually shake your hand and telling, like, you know, do your best out there. You are going to make us proud. These sorts of things you can see out of the corner of your eye. Lisa, the tiefling from earlier, actually looks genuinely sad, which is a very strong contrast to everybody else here.
Aw. So like, as I'm like shaking everybody's hand, one guy is literally crying out of happiness, probably like one of the clowns. And like she's like, it's okay, you don't have to cry, I'll be back soon. And then she notices Lisa and she says, 1 second, and she goes over to her.
So my rival is going to go out. Leave me alone like that.
If you try hard and maybe do the things that I did, half as well as I did, then maybe one day too you will be selected. And I'll see you out there.
Are you actually going to go?
I didn't want to at first. Look at us, look at our family. And she looks over to like one of the guys who's just like crying, like, thank God. It's just like, you know, it's a tough choice, but one, it says here that I have to do it. But given the choice, I would go against this. But I think it will do good. I can maybe learn some things on the outside, bring it back, help the circus.
It's gonna be even harder for me to catch up with you then. I will never be able to surpass you.
She's looks at her. She goes over and she hugs her. It's gonna be okay. I know that my genius is an inspiration to you, but that's exactly the same way everyone inspired me. And look how far I've surpassed everybody here. So if you think about it, if I inspire you, you should surpass me. When I'm dead, obviously. Because it's not before then.
Actually, that's a good idea. Actually, no. Killing you would be even more sad. Can I help you carry your bags to the carriage station?
She looks down at her at like a bag that's almost like too full of like random bullshit. And goes, yes, please. That'd be great.
Making your rival carry the heavy bag. You truly are a formidable foe. But she does it. She picks that thing up, and you two make your way to the carriage station.
I'll remember this. When I come back a great hero, I'll bring you a souvenir.
Do you think you will come back?
Why wouldn't I?
You know, never mind.
Aw, come on. And she nudges her.
Look, I mean, Mr. Fratelli often talked about the frontier. He says he was there. According to him, there are all these monsters. There are tigers, grizzly bears.
He's been training me my whole life for this.
Interesting. You are right.
Maybe
you know
he
what?
didn't
Fuck
want
that.
to tell
Take
me
your own
because he-
baggage. No.
Oh, okay.
Take your own baggage. I'm going back to the animal cages right now. I'm going to train. I will be able to master the frontier before you even get there.
She like puts a hand up to her eyes, like she's like wiping a tear away, but there's nothing there. She's overacting. She's like, my rifle.
Haha, you are so weak. And she runs back to the circus as you were already on your way out. And just like Dio and Skorak earlier, you make your way to the plaza where the carriages are located. By now, it's not even that dark anymore. It's already getting slightly... the sun is already starting to rise, meaning that soon the carriages will be able to leave. Roll me perception.
Huh.
13.
Come on, can I roll a 13? 13.
13.
13 would be beautiful.
I'm very unwise.
Not one of us.
No.
Nice.
That would have been a 12 like you did if I had a +3 like you two had.
Not having a plus
Why
3.
are you so wise?
Not having a plus 3, lol.
You have a -1 on charisma.
That's not the only thing I have a -1 on.
You insulted the entire goblin race.
That's not the only thing I have a -1 on.
Oh no.
So you go ahead and find the plazas. It's not really that difficult. Once you get there, however, at this point there are not only 3 carriages there. It's like a dozen or so. You decide to find a way to find the proper carriage that is going to take you to your destination. Oh look, this one is getting operated by a hobgoblin. This one must be it.
Oh, okay.
This poor hobgoblin.
Hello, good sir. Is this one going all the way to and she checks the letter. What was it, the border? Sorry?
Yeah, the border crossing.
Yeah.
There's one.
The border crossing?
The hobgoblin has just been staring off into the distance. Slowly he turns his head towards you. You can tell that like about an hour ago this man was crying. He was bawling his eyes out. And he just slowly shakes his head as in no. Blah, blah. But he points towards another carriage, which interestingly enough has a couple of very interesting looking customers standing next to it.
Oh, that one? Okay. Hey, if you feeling sad like you are today, you can always go to the circus. And she starts dragging her bag away.
Don't worry, you should quit your job and join the circus.
Well, no, I didn't mean go see.
I think as a customer. So you could be an awesome attraction at the circus. I think people would laugh at you a lot.
Oh, okay. So there's something I want to do as I approach this. As I approach them. Okay.
Yes.
Because they on this thing.
Yes.
Okay. So I wanna sneak up to it so that they don't. No, they don't see me.
Let's get a stealth roll.
Oh hell yeah. Oh.
Wow. Okay. So I think Silverhide was sleeping, right? You said you wanted to sleep.
Yeah, she's like dozing off against the luggage, using like her hood to kind of like cover her face.
Okay. I am Manticore is busy being herself. Dio, roll me perception.
Oh.
If you even care. Like if Jim is also just chilling, then yeah, okay.
Jim's chilling.
Jim is like,
Okay.
you know what Jim is doing? next to the plaza, there's a very big building. It's the town hall. There's a lot of really nice pigeons up there. He's just kind of standing there watching the pigeons like, I wonder what they eat in their free time.
Exactly. He's feeding them to the granola bar.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is fantastic. This is great then. So what happens is, right? She's gonna take out like a small little vial, and she's gonna get into like a position where she can like immediately go to where she throws it on the carriage. She's gonna throw it in, and then immediately stand on that spot. And all that happens is that from the vial, just grease comes out, and she just kind of slips on it and falls over.
Okay.
She just goes, "Ow! I was supposed to make smoke."
Okay, so Jim Smith, as you are just kind of chilling there, watching the town slowly waking up, something like a vial breaks next to you. There are these noises, and all of a sudden, another woman is there.
Manticore, you can't just and then he like pauses and stops and looks. Well,
She's looking into the sky like it is the abyss for which her mistakes come from.
that's really strange. How'd you change your skin color and whatnot?
And she immediately like gets up, dusts herself off, and like goes to shake Jim's hand. Hello, nice to meet you. I am Vivian.
So as you go to shake his hand, he was reaching out his hand to shake yours as well, saying that that's what you were going for. And then when you actually start speaking, he like jerks back and steps back a little bit. Wait, you ain't man. Oh, hello there, stranger. How's it going? Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. You both have like purplish hair and whatnot.
Oh, so there's circus folk around here?
That would make sense. She kind of did look like she was from the circus.
I am Manticore?
She's right there. She's right there.
And she like she says that, and Vivian looks at her and goes, "Oh, you would fit in so well." Is this one going to the border?
I think so. It's definitely not the one with the hobgoblin. I as I reflected on it, I think I got my goblinese a little bit mixed up. I think I said some really mean things to that guy. But it's definitely it's not him. It's not him. So yeah, I think this is the right one right here.
When you say that, and when you talk about like, oh, you did it wrong, she like looks like in your eyes, piercing almost. Hey, mistakes just show us what to not do again. As long as you don't do the same thing, you should go apologize.
You know what? You're right. Do you know Goblinese?
I can try.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna get you to come over with me as a little interpreter, right?
Okay.
And so right before the carriages are actually need to go leave and whatnot, Jim is
What's
gonna
your
go.
name, by the way?
Oh, I'm Jim Smith.
Interesting.
My mom always said she named me that because it's a really easy name to remember.
I was named Vivian because it was one of the first words that they saw.
That's a good reason too. It's a beautiful name. Oh, I thought he actually does go to like actually shake your hand.
Okay. Aw. Okay. Let's go to this damn goblin.
So help me God if you not one. So help me God if you not one.
Okay. Real quick, there's a lot of noise in the carriage, a lot of talking and stuff. Silverhide, can you give me a quick D20 to just see whether you wake up from this whole thing? They are having this conversation right in front of you. Or what kind of role would you guys think would be good in this? Because like
waking up, I think,
just
is
kind of
fortitude.
that does not exist in this.
Oh fuck you!
So, like,
Die
Constitution
gay.
save?
That would be
It'd be
Constitution.
con save. It'd be con
translate.
save.
Concept, I mean, okay.
The second now.
So does that mean wake up or not wake up? Like, what's the fucking rule on this?
It's a very good question, actually.
She gets a nightmare now.
That's how.
Oh
Okay.
yes, this is a good sign for me.
Okay, listen, Silverhide, you were having
Yeah.
trouble falling asleep in this carriage anyway. Even as a farmhand, you were used to at least sleeping in a bed. Now you're just kind of sleeping on a wooden bench in a carriage. Half asleep, half awake, your eyes kind of open. I am Manticore is still there. Jim is not there. There's a broken vial on the floor of the carriage. As if you get up slightly, you can see over the edge of the carriage that Jim and some sort of half-elf woman are walking back to the hobgoblin carriage.
Jim has found a clown and is walking back towards the hobgoblin.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually,
she just squeezes
you
the
see him
fucking
walk with a
necklace into
clown.
your honk honk.
The guy just sits up like, okay, Manticore, give me a detailed account of the events that led up to this situation.
Okay, listen, this is brilliant. I am Manticore picks up a little shard of the glass that is in the carriage. She flies it through the air like a toy airplane or something. Then boom, crashes it to the ground and goes, "I am Manticore." And she raises her arms. "I am Manticore." And then she puts on a big smile. "I am Manticore."
So you are. She kind of like gets up, pats her on the head, and just goes to fucking see what they're doing over there.
Okay. What are they doing over there?
So
Actually, you can see, like the hobgoblin was just like dozing off. Then he sees you two approach. He averts his gaze.
So notably, very like apologetically and like carefully, he like walks up and approaches with his arms up, trying to be like, "Hey, I think I made a mistake the last time we were talking here." And so like very casually and like slowly, Jim walks back up to the carriage and then looks down to his new friend. You translate for me, right? All right, you got my back. So,
Okay, when he starts talking.
I just want to say that I'm really sorry. I don't know much Goblinese, and I think I said some things that I didn't mean to say. I was just trying to ask for directions.
She just stares at him. At the goblin.
So Jim like looks down and then looks down again. You translate now.
Oh, when he talks, I can tell you what he's saying.
No, you like translate. No, I speak in common, and then you tell them in the language. You know what I mean?
That sounds a lot more difficult, honestly.
But I thought that this whole operation was your idea.
Well, yeah, to help you understand him. You see, apologies are not about what you want. It's about understanding the other person.
Well, how can he know that I'm apologizing to him if he don't know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got that. Okay. And she's gonna. Okay, we're gonna play charades. She's gonna point at him. She's gonna like make like weeping like a weeping motion, and then she's gonna like go down on a bow down on her knees and like into like an apologetic motion and stand up.
You crying, beg me forgiveness.
How he takes that is up to him.
So the hobgoblin has been watching you two do this whole thing. He thinks, okay, Polarisu actually understands my language, so he looks at you and in Goblinese goes,
Okay. Now,
the question
I don't
is-
care. I don't care what he's saying. I don't speak the language. Now, what I'm trying to feel here is his vibes.
Oh, then
What's
let's get an insight roll going.
Okay, where the fuck's my insight? Oh yeah, baby.
That one.
Wait, is it?
I can't fucking
Oh,
wait.
shit.
Okay.
Okay, almost
Okay.
to that funny.
Oh no.
So with insight, with a role that ties specifically, you can definitely tell the vibes of what he is trying to say. Like basically, he feels like this is at this point. He feels like this is some sort of prank. Are you guys being serious? I'm really okay with this situation just being over. Is kind of the vibes that he is giving off.
Okay. She's gonna turn to her new good friend Jim. Yeah, I think this one's done. I think
You got the message?
she looks to him and like with a look of like are we done here? Like
All right. So if he got the message, then and just as all right, since you can't translate, he like frowns a little bit towards his new friend and looks back over towards the hobgoblin. Just as a gesture of my goodwill from me to you, Jim pulls out some things from his bag, and then again Polaris walked up, did crying emoji, begging emoji, and he just said, "You guys get the fuck out of my face." After that, Jim reaches into his bag and hands him his card and a granola bar.
So the hobgoblin. By the way, like literally, I think actually, you know what? It's correct. Because you actually can understand it. Give me a perception to see whether you can actually hear some of the things that he was saying.
Like from the distance I am in currently.
Yeah, he was talking.
Damn,
quickly.
well,
Another
13 is my
13
perception there.
damn.
Okay, even though it's just a 13, you can understand a part of the sentence that he said because he already said that same sentence an hour earlier. Because one of the first sentences he gave to Dio was, "Brother, I speak common, I can understand you." And you can hear that again.
He understands common.
What?
This is like walking over.
Wait.
He understands common.
Oh my god.
Oh my, you are so tall.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
I looks down. Who are you?
She does a little curtsy. Vivian.
Cool. Kind of like looks between you two. So about the hobgoblin, he just kind of wants you to leave him alone at this point.
Oh, yeah, we're really sorry about that. I thought that because I didn't think obviously, but you can keep the granola bar. It's on the house. It's chocolate chip actually.
So the hobgoblin lets out a very heavy sigh. He grabs the granola bar and then, like in very broken common, he says, "Lost in translation."
Yeah. I don't even know what I said to you, but I know it was bad. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I took some classes back in school, but it's been years. I don't remember much of it.
All right, and now that everyone is happy and peace between the races has been restored, can we go back to the carriage? I'm pretty sure it's gonna like leave us behind if we don't go right now.
Peace between the races. We haven't even really set off on our adventure, and I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm gonna be good at this. He said, yeah, because he told you vacation last time.
Yeah, vacation. It's like,
he smiles to himself, and then he goes to walk back to his carriage.
I'm getting a very bad feeling about this.
This is what it's about. Adventuring is easy. Why did they ban it?
I can't fucking believe she realizes I am Manticore, Jim from accounting, and a clown are her fucking.
It's fine. It's fine, Silverhide. You can just let them get eaten by the first man-eating plant you see. It's fine. It's okay. You won't have to spend that much time with them.
This group makes it back to the carriage. Manticore is laying down at the bottom of it, her head just kind of dangling out of the carriage, turned over. She sees you guys, gets up. You make it into the carriage. And by now it's gotten bright enough outside for the carriage to actually leave and go on the journey. The carriage driver, you would guess he's like fucking 75 years old, wearing very thick glasses, slowly turns over towards. So, everybody, all 3 passengers are accounted for. We are ready for set-off.
I thought it was 4 passengers.
Full, and he looks around. He sees Manticore and Polarisu sitting next to each other. They have similar hairstyles. The color scheme, not so much. He adjusts his glasses. I see 3 people. Don't play tricks on me, please. Respect my age.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Vivian's gonna whisper, "This is what we call a special deal. He's only gonna charge us for 3 people, even though we have 4, because he's a nice guy like that."
I don't think that's called a special deal, ma'am. I think that's called illegal and wrong. I'll pay for her share. Don't worry about it. We'll pretend it's a tip.
Oh no.
And so the carriage leaves the city of Skuskür on its northern gate. It's still pretty early in the morning. It's quite chilly. The air is very humid. I don't know whether that matters to anybody. There's a little bit of fog on the fields near the city, and very soon you enter the road that leads to the border crossing you guys are supposed to approach. You enter a forest. The birds are already up and singing. So, why is a group of people such as you making their way to the border?
Well, I got this nice...
Well, I don't know about them.
Oh, sorry, you can go first.
Don't know about them. I'm there for the Pioneer program.
They got a program and everything set up?
Well, I mean, kinda. From what I've heard, it depends on what official you get, that how organized it's gonna be. Sometimes they set up teams, sometimes they just send you there with, a week's worth of food and their best wishes.
Wow. I just got this golden letter right here in the mail. He pulls out his golden letter. I didn't see no program or something like that. I think it's paid vacation, I think.
No, it's paid suicide.
Oh,
Indeed it is. I remember the time the golden letters arrived at my home. I lost 2 sons to the Pioneer program.
Well, ain't we lucky? We don't have any sons.
That's right. I got 2 daughters though, if anyone wants to see. And kind of excitedly, kind of pushing past the whole "I lost 2 sons." He reaches into his bag, rummages around a little bit, and pulls out a picture of of his 2 daughters. See that the youngest one that there is Beth. The oldest one, she's 12. Sweet, most wonderful darling you ever seen. She's the smartest woman in our household. No offense, my wife. She there is Mary.
She's adorable.
They're both very adorable, exactly. And and exactly as my good friend here, Vivian, said, I ain't got no sons to lose, so I'm fine.
Do you have a father?
Not anymore. He unfortunately passed away.
Do you have a mother?
Kind of. We're not exactly on good speaking terms after the event, but we're,
All right, so put 2 and 2 together, right? She's
That's
got a
4.
son to lose.
Oh, you see Vivian still counting on her fingers. Oh no, you got there before me.
What?
I'm sorry. It
How
was
are
a
you
joke.
people alive?
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. That's just that's humor, okay? I do understand that real talk. I do understand is a serious situation. I'm trying to lighten the mood, all right? And the answer is 4, by the way. And he smiled.
Yeah, no, I never doubted that.
I don't know. Math can be tricky.
Okay.
My Mary struggles with math all the time. I told you she's the smartest woman in our house.
What kind of skills do you guys have then? What do you know, how are you planning to survive the frontier?
My
brother Frank taught me a little bit of karate.
What's karate?
I heard about that. There was some guy who came across the circus one time. He did like some
Actually.
fighting stances.
Actually, Polarisu,
Huh?
give me a history check.
What do you mean? History?
Ooh.
Oh no, it's so low. It's the only thing is the only thing I'm going to say is that is true. I can corroborate that story. There was a guy, and
he knew some. He was calling these fighting moves karate, and
Okay. There is nothing karate. I mean, I know martial arts exist, but they're not called karate.
No, see, karate is a very niche and specialized version of martial arts. All right, it's very powerful. And I got myself a nice belt that says that I'm pretty good.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh, what kind of belt?
I don't remember. It's been a little while.
I went to high school with a karate guy. Good times.
But yeah, that's about what I can do. But of course, like as I said, like I'm an accountant. I work for the Merchants Guild, so I can count real good and stuff like that. That's why I said, don't make fun of no math. Math is hard. I know.
That's
because
why
I do
you
it for a
got
living.
4 so quickly.
Exactly. I was faster than anyone here in this carriage. I knew the 2 + 2 = 4. That's my job.
Man, so quick. Well, I am quite the proficionado with magic and the swords.
No magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I went to a magic show once. It was the best experience of my life.
Oh, it was probably mine.
It might just have been. It's where I met my wife, actually.
To think that a show like that could bring a happy couple together.
We're the
It makes me
picture of
proud that
happiness. Me and Mary Beth were like peas and carrots, which are good, by the way, in case you don't know. Oh, and I can cook as well, by the way.
You know what? That's actually good. We can work with that.
You have one skill.
Right. So do you guys have any notebooks with you, or will you just memorize everything I'm about to tell you?
I keep a diary, but you can't see it.
So, this is Silverhide's guide to how to survive the frontier for dummies. Now listen up. And she's just gonna start telling them all the most basic shit she can think of to not just immediately fucking die in the frontier.
I like it. Risu, Dio, I want you to give me perception rolls to see how much of it you remember. Actually, no, let's do intelligence checks.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, why is mine not coming through? Oh!
Okay, awesome. Listen.
Wait, what about I am Manticore though? Is she gonna big brain this?
Hold on, wait, pause.
Listen.
Real quick, I need to show the chat somehow. One moment. By the way, chat, these are Jim Smith's scores. I want you to. These are Jim Smith's ability scores. I would like you to understand what we're working with. Okay, there we go.
You know, it's funny because
No way, that was our reaction to.
the rogue is the strongest person in the party. He has 14 strength.
It's fascinating.
This is the only one that can actually lift.
So what is happening here? Silver Hyde continues to give a very genuine, detailed explanation of like the stuff that she has learned during her time in the frontier. Jim, he just kind of like in the beginning he kind of listens, but then he just goes and stares at the picture of his family, and he like is just kind of lost in thought. He is already missing them.
Oh, dude, I
Vivian?
I have something perfect for it. Like as
Yes.
she's talking, she's like and she like takes out like from her bag like a hand mirror, and she sees like because of the fog the little diamond and heart on her face are like smudged, so she starts like redoing that part of her makeup, and she's like
So, if a pink flower stings you and you start feeling numb in your arms, you have to cut your forearms to bleed yourself, right? But if your mouth starts like tasting like rotten meat, it's already too late. Just accept it. It's done.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand that really. Acceptance. You know, acceptance is an important part of life.
I don't think you're
Yes.
listening.
You seem to know quite a bit about the frontier, young lady. How come so?
Yeah, I am a hobbyist. You know, I like learning about it.
A bookworm.
Yeah, that's me. Read so many books in the library where books are.
My
And I
daughter,
read 'em.
You should give me some recommendations I could write down in my diary. My eldest daughter loves books.
Oh, she does now.
oh, she's the smart one.
Exactly. You're remembering.
Okay, so like that one with the like many words that like talk about how you can like cook a chicken. That one is very good.
What's the
And
name?
the other one,
Some guy at the circus said he once, hit a chicken a bunch of times until it was cooked.
so like how many times though? Like 1,000 or?
I don't know. He kept saying big numbers, and then he tried to eat one of our chickens.
Or I found out there's this other one called The Adventures of Copper Fur, and it's about this like person who is living a double life as like an adventurer and a non-adventurer, right? And like he keeps like evading the empire, and like that's a really good book. You should go read that one.
All right, the Adventures of Copper Fur. That sounds
Oh,
Yup.
that sounds wonderful. I think
He's-
yeah.
he sounds like
I'll-
a lovely individual. By the way, Vivian, I realize now that you mentioned it, I never asked your name.
Oh, it's Ingrid.
Well,
Hmm,
nice to meet you.
is that from the south?
I am from somewhere in the south. Sure, yeah, we can say that. Let's go with that.
She has no idea where the south is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't listen to that part of Ingrid's explanation on like how to read the sun. And as you guys are having this moment, the carriage driver goes, "Now check out this look, you young people." And the carriage takes a turn around a corner. Now you are going to basically drive on the edge of a mountain. It's like on the right side, the mountain goes up, on the left side, the mountain goes down. And you just see this phenomenal, gigantic view, which, apart from Ingrid, probably none of you have experienced in this sort of way, where it's like a big river at the bottom, mountains in the distance, beautiful scenery, the sun rising.
Oh, actually, yeah, this is perfect. When at first when she looks at it, Vivian is like really excited, and she like kind of almost like leans over to look, But when she sees like how far down it goes, she immediately like backs off to the other side of the carriage. It's like, wow, it's a really, really, really pretty.
Huh. Never seen that from this elevation.
The Jim like side eyes Ingrid for like a second, but then mostly just looking out the window. With a rather like calm, measured expression with a smile on his face. This is gonna be the best paid vacation of my life. But really, my only ever paid vacation. I don't get those, but you know.
Really nice of your work to send you here.
I know, right?
Luckily, my work is a vacation. We get to travel around all the time.
You ever been here before?
No.
Well then, Vivienne, welcome to the frontier. Always wanted to say I've never been here though, obviously. He smiles and he looks back out the window.
Ingrid is probably just gonna like accept her fate right now and just stay quiet so the journey goes by faster.
Ingrid, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Don't bury me. I'm dead.
I love listening to young people. I used to take my wife here often when we were younger. The view is beautiful. See the tower? Somewhere down there at the end of the river stream? That's our destination. If we continue like this, we will be there by noon.
Huh. That's the border patrol, huh? Yeah, these guys are kind of hard asses.
Oh, I'm sure I could talk them. I'm sure I could talk them into something. Don't worry. I'm a great people person. I'm good with folk.
Right.
Everybody.
We have a hobgoblin back in the town that can attest to that.
Well, I'm good with folk who talk common. Or that was my bad.
Hey, do not listen to her. I think that although you started off on a bad foot, you figured out your relationship. You even apologized, gave him a beautiful gift, and as he requested, you left him alone.
And I gave him one of my cherished granola bars. The best flavor too, chocolate chip.
Oh, chocolate chips, that takes me back.
Oh. Oh.
The carriage driver has fallen asleep.
I'm
Yeah,
going
so-
I'm going to try and just go forward to see if I can get the reins so we don't just drive off a fucking cliff.
You were on the side of a mountain and he fucking
Yeah,
passes
okay.
on.
Okay. Silverhide gets up, steps over, tries to step over the carriage thing, to get the leather things attached to the horses. I don't know the English words.
Reins.
Reins.
Promise light of hand.
Okay.
That one and we all die. End session. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Nah. This is his horse.
Absolutely. Absolutely no problem. You just casually, not even disturbing the grandpa in his wholesome sleep. Take over the reins, sit down in the front, and continue to steer the horses.
I'll say you can see she leans out of the carriage, wraps an arm around, literally just climbs on top, jumps in front, and just has the reins out. They didn't even didn't even seem like it
Was a big deal.
All right. Yeah, no big deal,
Wow.
And the old man wakes up left corner, and he immediately moves his hands in a way where if he would have still held the reins, he would have just maneuvered you guys straight down the mountain.
Oh my god.
Are you sure you should be making this route, old man?
I'm the last of my kind.
Well, as we all know, olden is golden.
Indeed, the young carriage drivers don't take this road anymore. Too many of my friends lay down there.
Oh.
Kyle looks off the cliff.
What the fuck did this little guy just say?
Vivian like really backs off into the other side of the carriage, like they're not just like sitting on that side, like compressing onto that side. Like, you know how to drive this thing. You know how to ride this thing, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I have most of my mental faculties intact, so I think it's an upgrade.
I love young people. And as you lean back, Polarisu, can you please give me a perception?
Oh, I'm bad at these.
Okay,
I'm
as you. So you remember how that I am Manticore person was sitting next to you?
Yeah.
As you lean back, you notice that she isn't there anymore.
I'm gonna just look around, see if she's like anywhere.
Give me another perception.
You know, gonna just use that one. Oh dear God.
It's a magic 13. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really see her.
Hey,
You assume that she is not on the other side of the world map, but she is nowhere to be seen.
Hey, Jim, where's that kid of yours?
Well, both Mary and Beth are both at home in their beds, sleeping. I read Mary at bedtime.
No, the one that was here.
Oh, Manticore. I don't know. Well, he looks around the carriage.
Oh no. She fell off the side. She didn't fall out, did she?
The mystical 12s and 13s.
Oh no. Jim, you have no idea where this thing went.
Oh, I was too busy by the. Hey. Ingrid, stop us. Stop.
What?
I think we left behind a little one.
Kind of like look back at the like carriage, like see if I see her.
Roll me perception.
12, 13, 12,
11.
12,
It's another
13,
14.
12.
I'm going to jump.
No, she's fucking bro. Ingrid is actually all like in the zone right now. Holy shit!
No,
I am
she's not
so
just-
thankful
she's-
for you.
She's not just the most like on point right now. She's like Scorex on point with the 20s as well. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Okay. So, Silverhead, you turn back. It's like, what do you mean Manticore isn't here? Then you look. I mentioned earlier that it's quite humid. There are a couple of little puddles in the dirt road. You can see footsteps leading away from the carriage into a little opening in the bushes leading down the river, leading down the mountain towards the river.
I look at that. I'm like, I stop the cart. I look at them like, well, shit, guys. There ain't no easy way to say this, but Manticore is dead.
You're right, there ain't no easy way to say it. Where'd she die at? Ain't no soldier left behind on this vacation.
Vivian stands up and grabs the clown nose necklace and like squeezes it like honk honk honk. Emergency!
She fell off the cliff. She kind of like points.
Oh, this is not what I was trying to say as at the end? Or are you just trying to lie to them so that the carriage continues?
Yes, he's fully lying right now.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I ain't even gonna roll insight.
Will I be a pigeon on a Sunday against the door? That's not good. I'm gonna get out and check it out, all right? Maybe monsters got it or something we weren't looking. I don't know about none of this frontier business.
Look, I'll be honest. You know, cute kid. She jumped out of a moving carriage. I don't think, like, she's gonna last long in the frontier anyway. So, like...
Well, that's what I'm telling you. How do we know she jumped of her own volition? Maybe they got mind control monsters out here or something.
We would have known.
No, I know you've been studying and scholaring your monster manuals, but the frontier out here is wild. We don't know what's out there. I'm gonna go check it out, all right? If she needs our help, if she's still alive, I'll get her. And Jim, he puts his bag down onto the seat of the carriage and then opens the door. You watch the granola bars.
You guys go do that. I'm gonna go and take a lick in those bushes.
Okay, just remind me again, Kaiser, what were the chickens called?
Oh, the basilisks.
Yeah.
Basilisks.
Yeah, Vivian's gonna stand up. I raised 3 basilisks. I can do this. I can handle any monster. And she gets out.
By the way, while they're like looking around, presumably kind of aimlessly, the bushes that Ingrid was pointing to were the ones that she's like saw the fucking steps leading to. She's just gonna go look by herself.
Okay.
She doesn't want the fucking like, you know, anyone else like distracting her.
Okay. So Jim and Vivian try to search for her, while Ingrid is actually searching for her using her stuff.
I'm not gonna roll anything. I'm just gonna follow Jim.
Okay, you are following Jim. That's
this.
perfect. We are going to get, in order to see who does something first, Jim and Skorek, give me initiative rolls.
All right, if I can remember.
I'm just gonna follow.
I don't know
13.16.
Why
That's a fuck up.
0.16s, bro?
What is
Don't worry about it. It happens. Just move on.
Why did they do this?
It's to help you, you know, in case you roll a 13.16 and I roll a 13.15.
It didn't help you with shit.
Yeah.
What is this shit? Anyway, okay, it's correct.
Yeah.
You wait for a couple of seconds until you see that they are kind of, you know, moving in different directions, opposite from you, where you are trying to go. Then you immediately check out the opening in the bushes. It's a pretty rocky way down. Like, I'm going to get, if you actually go down there, I don't know, for searching, which one is it? Is it investigation or perception? If you're trying to survival? Okay.
So it depends. So investigation can like look up like surrounding area for clues and whatnot. Survival is specifically the role to track, like to follow footsteps and stuff like that.
Perfect. We are not going to do that yet. I need you to first give me either athletics or acrobatics to see whether you can even make it down there in one.
That's fair.
Piece.
I'm good.
Yeah, you are absolutely good. This is steep. This is a steep way down, but fam, this is just a Tuesday to you.
Yeah, I got this.
Go down there. It's a bit slippery here and there, you know. This is obviously completely wild stuff. You have never been in this specific area so far yourself, but it is basically the same exact kind of area that you usually traverse on your runs. It's not exactly the frontier yet, but like kind of the transitional area where you can basically count it as that normal people don't go here. Now give me a survival.
Sometimes, like the border patrol, some shit slips by, ends up in places like this. You know, not as dangerous as the frontier, but you know.
Yes, sir.
All right. You said what exactly?
Survival, please.
Oh, it is a 12. Nice.
Okay. It is a 12.
The forbidden 12 roll.
Yeah.
Don't need all the 13.
The 12s and the 13s.
So as the way down continues, it starts to be less mud and more rocky. This is mountainous terrain after all, and the bushes get thicker. It's getting harder and harder to follow any sort of footsteps. You are kind of making out a general direction that you are supposed to go. Like every now and then there are scratches alongside the trees that indicate that the fucking fake manticore stinger on her tail has actually hit one of the trees. you kind of continue to make your way. Up on the road, Jim,
All right.
what exactly are you trying to do in order to find him?
All right,
Ooh,
Vivian.
Perfect. I'm just gonna help him with whatever he says.
Yes.
So
Okay.
now I might be an accountant by trade, but my brother Frank was a little bit of an adventurous bastard. All right. And he, when he wasn't teaching me karate, he did teach me some survival wilderness tactics. All right. Now, I don't know if I know as much as Miss Monster Manual down there, but I know a thing or two about eating granola bars and surviving off them a little bit. All right. So check out the master at work. And he like rubs his hands together a little bit, and he's going to also attempt to roll survival to try to track down any clues about where whatchamacallit would have about where I am Manticore would have went.
Okay, let's get it. And real quick, Vivian, you said you're going to help, right?
Yeah.
How does help work that way in 5e where it gives advantage?
It gives advantage, or if you want, it does give advantage, or you can just say like a +3 or something like that.
Because I think advantage, mathematically maths out to like a +3.
I think advantage is better. It's +3, fuck off, plus 0.16.
I just said +3 randomly. I said you can. It was like whatever. Yeah.
No, unironically, mathematically, I think it's like 3.5. Whatchamacallit on average.
Oh, 3.15.
I don't-
Yeah, so Jim, Vivian is completely inspired by you, I think. Roll me survival with advantage.
Ooh.
So you kind of trace back the route that the carriage has been taken along the dirt road. You come across footsteps. Those footsteps, they seem to lead down the mountain.
Well, looks like our princess that needs help went down the mountain. Definitely captured by monsters. Oh, he nods to himself. Gonna be a long journey down. You got this?
She looks over. How steep is it? How far down is this shit? Or is it like?
It's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, I have this. I pretty sure. All
right, so what you gonna do about rock climbing? All right, you're gonna follow exactly where I put my hands and exactly where I put my feet. Okay. You gotta be slow.
Okay.
All right, do not rush it. Do not act like you're some protagonist of a fantasy novel. All right, you gotta be careful, or else you could really hurt yourself out here. You wanna roll acrobatics?
You get to choose either athletics or acrobatics.
It's gonna be acrobatics. So those choices, dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be acrobatics.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
We got it.
This is some beautiful stuff. Okay. Wait,
Hey, this is just like climbing up towards the tightrope, except it's not a safety ladder. It's a bunch of rocks and.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Jim,
Just think about your circus. Yeah.
That is exactly what's happening. So Jim is slowly taking one step at a time, working his way past the sticks and the bushes and everything. And he just looks to the side, and Viviana is like, this is just like a regular day at work. And she is making her way down way faster than you, very easily, no problem.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't have to go along the tightrope, going back down the pitchway is, her ideal fantasy.
Exactly, her ideal fantasy. It's correct. You can hear rustling in the bushes behind you. It seems like they are making their way down in a similar way to the path that you have been taking.
On one hand, pretty good, I suppose. I should give them a bit more credit that, on the second one, oh my god, why are they here?
Jim, I'll catch you.
No, I got it. Don't worry. I've been through this. That's what you hear as we're walking. We're getting down to where you are.
Yeah, as you like, as Jim like gets like down as well, like there's just Vivian puts her hands up and it's like, ole!
Yeah, ole, exactly. I don't know what that means, but I think it means it's like a congratulations.
It's like a celebration for doing a good job.
Well, then I like it. It's a good word then. Ole. He says and he puts his fist up in the air.
Oh dear God. Okay.
As you two are having that moment, let's get another survival to see whether you track the correct path.
I'm still throwing
And I'm
with
going to
advantage,
need
I
another
assume?
survival from you as well, Skorek, actually.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, this was about to happen eventually.
Yes.
You know, mine is somewhat salvaged.
Are we getting a risk one as
You
well?
guys are using the power of friendship.
I said I'm just helping him. Like so in this
Ah, okay,
scenario,
because
he'd
of the advantage.
he'd be like going one way, and then like Vivian knows the stupid behaviors of creatures, and she's like, I think she may have made these marks.
Yeah, because listen, I assume Vivian doesn't have a good survival roll, so Vivian is just giving me advantage because I have the good survival roll.
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's not why. I would gladly do it.
Listen, that's exactly how it goes. Like the 8 essentially was Jim on his own going like, okay, let's see, we are here now. Then Vivian with the 15 points out. Exactly, there are scratch marks on the trees and stuff. This must be her. How else should those scratch marks get there? Skorek,
Yeah.
you see even more scratch marks on the trees in this area as you make your path down.
Oh,
They're slightly different. They don't really seem like they come from Manticore Stinger, but honestly, what else should it be? I think you are on the right path.
Fair enough.
You continue. Something is making his way towards you.
Ooh, stealth.
Stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Immediately hiding.
should be good at this. I'm sure assuming lays your other. Holy
Yep.
shit! Plus
Oh, okay,
7.
listen here. You hear something rustling towards you at a high speed. Your mind immediately goes, okay, jump over the counter. Wait, here's no counter. It's okay. You jump up, you jump on a tree, grab one of the branches, and hide on top of the tree. And you
Gone.
hide up there, absolutely no problem. The thing that was making its way towards you, it was Manticore. She has gotten out of the bushes. She is holding something inside of her hands, and it seems like she was trying to get to you with like a smile. Now she is standing there like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Manticore? Looking around.
I look at her. Try to kind of like discern what's in her hands.
Perception, please.
Fair enough.
Another nat 20 from the good old nat 20 generator. Ooh,
No.
He's out of luck. He used all of it.
he used all the luck.
It's something big, I will tell you that much. It's like, for real world reference, it's like 2 bowling balls big. It's pretty big.
Oh. She took an egg of
I'll
something,
kind of
didn't
like
she?
sigh. I'm like, I'm here.
Manticore faces upwards. You know, she just raises her head towards you, gives you a bright smile. I am Manticore, and she holds it like up towards you, what she was holding in her hands. Now you
Okay,
realize,
now can I see what it is?
yes,
Mm.
it's an egg.
Yeah.
It's a very big egg.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Dragon Ball.
And
I look at it. Just like, you see, like she's like,
you can actually, if you want to, because you actually have experience in this area, give me a nature check to see whether you recognize the species.
That's fair. That's fair. It's so sad that the rogues can't get nature or survival like proficiencies. Those would really help me.
Yeah, that would help.
This campaign.
I just got 2 extra proficiencies from.
Hey, you know what? Or maybe I'll just roll well. Or maybe I'll just win.
It's
you know?
fate. It's fated.
Yeah.
You recognize this egg. That's a goose egg.
A goose?
A goose egg. And then you remember the scratch marks on the trees. And you remember what you have heard from other outlaw adventurers and stuff about the creatures that inhabit the frontier. I'm kind of surprised. These kinds of creatures usually don't get that close to the border of the Empire. But it seems like there are some geese here.
Huh. So how big is a goose exactly?
So the thing about geese in this sort of setting is they kind of look like a geese from our regular world. It's just that they are about 4.5 foot tall. They don't fly. They walk on their legs. Their legs don't have the swimming thingies. Instead, they have...
Claws?
My tablet just went dark. I was like, did I die? No.
Yeah.
So instead of that, they have claws similar to a velociraptor. And on the ends of their wings are not meant for flight. Their wings are meant for striking. Are 3 big claws. Those are the claw marks that you saw on the trees. And their mouths are filled with razor-sharp teeth. Those are the geese of the frontier.
Look at Manticore,
and Manticore got a couple of eggs from them. Or 1 big egg from them.
Look at Manticore, I'm like, okay, so, Manticore, I really hope you can understand me. You go that way. That's where the cart is. Run as fast as you can. I'm going to ambush that thing.
She tilts her head. I am Manticore. And she looks at the egg. And then she points her own finger towards her mouth like food.
No, don't eat that.
She seems kind of sad. I am Manticore. And she starts walking, but not towards the carriage, but back towards where she came from.
Other way.
Yeah, she continues walking.
Fucking... I'm gonna swing down.
Jim, Vivian, you see Skorak swinging down from a tree.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
What's he doing here?
She's got real... Miss Monster Manual is pretty good at this whole... I thought there was going to be a difference between, theory and practice, but in practice, she looks like she's got this thing handled. You want to see what she's doing? Or are you confident it's the right way?
100%. I mean, we have to. And I just look over.
All right, then.
We have to stick. We have to stick with her, right?
Let's do ourselves a little bit of spying then. Jim says as he goes to follow. Whatchamacallit goes to follow Ingrid.
Okay. What kind of role would be good to see whether you guys catch up with Ingrid? Because if everybody goes at full speed, then that would be something contested, right?
Athletics, right?
Let's do that whole thing again of athletics or acrobatics. You can choose.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, we're just following her if we...
if you are just following her, not trying to...
She was assuming that going down fast to follow I am Manticore.
Oh, you assuming she's...
Yeah. Listen, I'll roll acrobatics.
Okay, I'd like to argue acrobatics because I would like to swing from a... I'd like to swing from a tree.
Okay, Vivian stays back to swing from a tree?
No, swing from tree to tree, from the...
Okay. Okay,
Like in,
yeah,
like
let's
in
do
the
that.
like in the circus, but like
Fine.
on a tree.
She
This is
was
kind
meant
of
for
fun.
this.
I am a monkey.
Yeah, Jim, you see Vivian swing from tree branch to tree branch, basically at the same speed as you.
In his mind, what the fuck?
and on one like tree branch, like instead of like just like swinging, she does like a whole like spin around and then goes.
Yeah,
Jim is
that's
for a
correct.
moment
Can we
very
get a quick acrobatics or athletics from you as well?
For
Oh,
a
I'm
moment,
sure.
very confused, but then he just smiles up assuringly towards Vivian. The fastest.
Yes, okay. You very easily catch up with Manticore. You are basically at the same speed of her.
Okay, hey, Manticore, that's your name, yeah, you keep saying that. This thing, its mom is gonna come and kill us very soon, so either you go that way, she points at the carriage, and I, set up an ambush to kill it before it kills us, or we just leave the egg here and run.
She stops walking. She just kind of looks at you. She is very sad. If you want to, you can roll me an insight to kind of guess the intent
Yeah.
behind this madness.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Why am I here, like chasing down this weird creature that like just left our carriage and went here to just get a fucking egg?
I have an
Yeah,
odd,
yes.
I have a very odd feeling it's about to be something that I'm about to bring up soon. I don't know why.
Okay, the 18 is a good roll. Bro, she wanted to. You guess, like, by the way she is acting, she most likely just wanted to make breakfast for the group and was like, man, these geese eggs, they'll probably make for some really good scrambled eggs for the group, my new friends.
Uh-huh.
She kind of like pinches her nose, like, look, I got cooking supplies, okay? We can make some normal breakfast, not, it will literally eat you breakfast.
I am Manticore. She nods understandingly. Then she lifts up the egg and throws it into the bushes.
No! I'm sorry, it's just gonna be
Oh no.
And from the background, you can hear a very faint honk, honk. Oh, honk.
I'm gonna try
That's
to like
That's not me.
I'm gonna try to like grab the egg before it like potentially fucking shatters.
Oh, okay. It would be athletics, right?
Acrobatics or athletics, yeah.
Either way,
Okay.
either way, fucking Ingrid is like on this shit today.
You know what? That roll is good enough. You actually, you know what? As you go, no! You manage to jump up, catch the egg mid-air, and then you basically fall down with it. You hold it. It's not broken, but
Yeah.
this was a very close call. Good job, man.
Oh fucking.
Manticore looks at this. She is confused. She was like, Manticore? Ah, I am Manticore. She runs towards the nest. Oh,
Please go
what?
back to the carriage. Fuck.
This would be an amazing time for me to just swing off a tree, land, do a pose, and go, ole.
Exactly that happens. Let's see whether you nail the pose. Give me a performance roll.
Fuck yeah, Batman, that's me. Okay. Wait, wait,
Oh my
wait.
god.
Wait. I want to listen. I want to use my. I have a thing for this. I want to use my Tides of Chaos to give myself
What is it?
advantage on that roll.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. I can have advantage on the roll, but let's just say it's gonna cost that the next time I cast a spell, Kaiser chooses what I cast.
Yes,
Oh.
okay, I love it. It would have been so funny if you just basically face plant next to.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
can't
if she
fail
just
on
lays
this
there.
one.
Okay.
Not the first one.
Okay, Greyhide, as you lay there on your stomach, holding the egg in your hands, thinking to yourself, what am I going through? You look up, you see Vivian spinning through the air, landing in a superhero pose next to you. Then she goes up, stretches out her arms, and says, Ole! And then Jim appears.
You
10 out of 10.
you young whippersnappers.
I can't even lie, that was magnificent. Can someone take Manticore? She's literally going to get us all killed.
Oh, whoa, where's she at? You found her?
Points to her going towards the nest.
Oh shit, I'm getting too old for this. All right, let me catch my breath here for a second.
You sit down. I have this. I'll go get her. We're just gonna call out, Manticore.
And in the background, you hear a faint honk, honk.
Oh no.
That don't sound very good. If I remember correctly, that means we're all gonna die out here, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Look, as long as you don't you grab her right now, she doesn't touch any more eggs, and we just leave, we're gonna be fine.
All right. And so Jim nods to himself as you said, listen, we'll be fine. He nods to himself, he looks down to you. Tell my wife I love her. And then he runs off and goes get Manticore.
I don't know your wife!
Oh, no.
Jim Smith continues through the forest. I will ask, are you going to stealth because of the noises, or are you just going to move?
No, he's trying to heroically grab her.
Yeah. I want to run off too. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Okay, you run.
In fact, I'm calling her. So if anything, I'm unstealthy.
Okay, you guys are making a bunch of noise. I love it. You guys can again either acrobatics or athletics.
Oh.
Oh, the rolls are way
Man.
too high. Can I retcon this?
I know that feeling sometimes. The rolls are way too high. Can I retcon this?
So you two are making your way through the forest pretty well. At this point, you really know how you have to move your feet and hands in order to get across. You reach an
I like
opening.
We look like the fucking opening of Promise Neverland, you know?
Yes, yeah. No. So you reach an opening within the forest.
Oh.
Amongst the bushes and stuff, you see there's, I don't know what's the English word for this, but every now and then there are places in the forests where there are no trees, and for there's a bit of a grassy area, there's a bit of leaves laying on the floor.
I think it's called an opening in the forest, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
maybe
we are going to call it.
called a glade. I don't know.
We are going to call it we are going to call it a glade. You guys are standing at the edge of a glade, and in the center of it, there is a nest with a bunch of really big fucking eggs. You follow the trail of Manticore. This is what you reached.
Manticore, if you're hiding right now, you should come out. He says loudly.
Yeah, please come back. I'm really hungry, and all this running is making me more hungry.
You come back, I'll give you a
You hear some
chocolate chip
rustling in the
granola
bushes.
bar. Oh, thank God, there you are.
You hear even more rustling in the bushes.
Come on out.
Simultaneously, two different groups emerge from the bushes and enter the opening in the forest. On the right side of you guys, on your right flank, is Manticore, who was alarmed by the sound of granola bars. It's like, okay, I'm here. On the other end, directly ahead of you, two geese enter the opening. And I will just go ahead and say, you two are not familiar with these sorts of creatures,
Mhm.
you basically stumbled upon two fucking velociraptors that have the heads of geese. They still have the white feathers and everything. There's claws at their feet. There are very, very long, sharp claws on their wings, which as soon as they notice you, they spread them out. Like basically they are T-posing, and they slowly make their way towards you. Their mouths open. Manticore is just standing there. What do you do?
Well, all right, fellas. This vacation just got a lot more complicated. We running, or am I showing you my karate moves?
They look pretty dangerous. Maybe we should back away.
All right, then. On the count of 3, we gotta go. 1,
Okay. 1.
3. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And Jim turns around, grabs Manticore if possible, and starts booking it.
Oh, we're leaving.
So one thing after another. You say you grab Manticore, yes?
Yep, I attempt to.
Athletics check.
Oh, dear God.
That's acrobatics.
Oh no, athletics. Oh,
You have to lift up another being, brother. It's
Wait. No. Wait. Oh!
okay. That is dope. Yes, good job.
What the hell?
Maybe you just win. Maybe you just win.
You grab Manticore by the scruff, basically like a cat. You pick her up. It works for some reason. You throw her over your shoulder. You start to book it. Viviana has rolled.
Oh, what was that?
My tablet keeps turning off, brother. My battery is running low. You rolled a 19 for acrobatics here, right?
No, that was before. That was when we
before,
got
yeah.
down.
That was earlier. Okay, then.
What am I
let's
rolling?
do Acrobatics again, please. No, it's just for like, can you get out of here? 18. Nice.
Dear God, we can't roll bad for shit.
You can't roll bad for shit. Dio, you are carrying somebody. For you, it's I'm gonna give you an acrobatics with a disadvantage.
I might be middle-aged, but I'm too young to die.
Oh no,
As
he's too
you
young. He's dying.
As you exclaim that the moment you try to leave the opening, your foot hits one of the tree branches. You fall face down into the mud. Manticore is laying on top of you.
Vivian,
And you
get Manticore out of here.
She's like next to him, but like you know, running on the spot. Like, but what about you?
I'll be fine. Told you, I know karate. He says confidently with a sparkle in his eye.
She tries to pick up Manticore, but she also has a -1 in strength.
To play a hot potato with the child. We have no strength.
You know what? I'm actually just down to just like choose to fail this. Like she tries to pick up Manticore, like,
Okay.
and she's like, and she looks back.
You don't even grab her correctly. You just kind of try to use your arms. And Manticore is like, oh, it's hugging time, and she's like pulls you into a hug.
No.
I'm Manticore.
All right. And he,
You see, as all this happens, right?
Yeah.
Can I see all of this?
Yeah, at this point, the geese are basically standing right next to them. They are not clawing them, they are just kind of staring at them.
Okay.
And I don't know whether any of you watch these accurate dinosaur sounds, but they kind of make these like passive noises.
Do they still honk? They honked before, right?
They honked before. It was like their alert noise.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything until the geese actually start attacking.
and so,
Yeah. So
continue.
I was gonna say, in that moment, like when like Manticore's hugging her, Vivian like squeezes the fucking clown nose again. Emergency! It's like,
And Jim slowly stands up and stands in between the geese and whatchamacallit, and Manticore and Vivian, who are hugging for some reason. And he dusts off some of the dirt. He straightens his tie. Ingrid, please give me that egg. It looked like he was gonna be like cool and say something really cool. Hey, Ingrid, please.
I don't think he even knows Ingrid has the egg. I don't think he saw her. She's in the bushes.
No, but she fell.
Yeah, she fell down, and you had the egg in your hand, and you fell down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Risu, you use the clown nose, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As Manticore is holding you, basically, you use the clown nose emergency button going honk, honk, honk. And the geese, they immediately shoot up. Like, they stand upright. They puff up their chest. They start looking around frantically, like in every direction, as if that honk noise has alerted something within them. They must have known about that sound.
Fucking, how's it called? Jim says, like, give me the egg. Ingrid is like, no way, dude, you know how much this costs?
It's gonna cost our fucking lives if you don't get your ass down here.
Honk honk. Oh.
As Risu continues to honk, one of the geeses points her eyes at you. They have front-facing eyes, by the way, and it slowly starts to walk towards you. Once it gets to you, it starts to sniff you. And it looks confused. You can give me, because you have experience with animals, an animal handling check to see what is going on here.
That's a wisdom, isn't it? I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. This is your job, Polarisu.
Come on.
This was
you gotta be Chris Pratt right now.
Job.
As I said earlier, she did a terrible job.
This was your
You gotta channel your
God.
Okay.
You channeled your inner Chris Pratt.
You channel the spirit of Lucian Fratelli.
Dinosaurs, stop.
You know about the creatures of... No, you don't know anything about this, but you know enough about their behavior to notice it associated the soft little honk sounds, the high-pitched honk sounds coming from you, but once it tried to smell you, you don't smell like a fellow geese. You assume that it is looking for one of its kids. It assumes the little noises came from one of it, but it isn't you. So where is it? What is going on here?
Give it the egg. It wants the egg.
Ingrid, if you don't give us that egg right now, I swear to God, I'm gonna audit you.
Yeah, Jim, the other goose has gotten very close to you. It sniffs like a couple of millimeters across from your face. It sniffs you with its nose.
Punch it.
He goes into a boxing
It
stance,
starts-
but doesn't punch it yet.
It moves its head. It is not biting you. It is moving its head, slowly moving to the inside of your pockets.
What in the hell do you? What, you want my granola bar?
Give him what he wants. Give him what he wants.
No, he doesn't stop it.
It continues rummaging through your pockets as you actually hear the sound. I don't know, do they have plastic wrappers? It can't have plastic wrappers. We don't live in that age.
Probably not. Yeah.
It's just a bar.
Yeah, you feel it trying to rummage through your clothes, looking for that food.
I can help you. Hey, no, hey, come here. Hey, stop, chill, stop. He pulls back the bag a little bit, and then he reaches in and then quickly grabs the granola bar and then tosses it in between them a little bit, like behind them to get them away from him.
Okay, so the two geese is like get scared by that. It was a very sudden movement. But then they immediately throw themselves on the granola bar, just trying to get as much nourishment from them as possible.
Ingrid,
They seemed very hungry.
do you understand? I will audit you. You pay your taxes?
No.
I didn't fucking think so.
Oh no.
You know what they
Okay,
do to people that
run.
don't pay their taxes? We can't.
Okay, can you also run?
We have a
Why?
kid.
Okay, you, her, together, lift her.
We are not escaping here. They just want
okay,
their
look,
kid
look,
back. As a
Vivian's
fellow,
gonna
And
squeeze
I
me.
want their kid to make me rich.
as a fellow parent, give them their kid back.
Ooh, he's using the dad card.
Look at the egg. Look at the geese. Look at the egg. Okay, these ones make really good mounts, though. Do you not want a pet geese?
No. If I'm gonna find myself a pet, we're gonna bond over our shared love of granola bars and beer.
I mean,
I'm
it
not
is
gonna
8 to
steal
1.
them.
I mean, I do.
The geese have
I just-
finished eating the granola bar.
I was like, can I just
Ingrid.
have me like can I just have me and Manticore slowly stepping back, like just like up, like slightly, like she's like in that hugging, or just like shimmying away,
Yeah,
not
she follows
far,
along.
obviously. Yeah, not far, obviously, because we're in this situation, but like she's trying.
You know, we could also just like, you know, I mean, geese are dangerous, but they're not like the top of the food chain. I'm at an vantage point. I could just like, you know, she kind of like points at her short bow.
What a lovely idea. Then they'll look at her.
Audit you.
Oh. Okay, fine. And you know, I don't think Jim has gotten a very good look at that egg, has he?
No.
So she's gonna go into her thieves' tools and pull out a little like counterweight that you use to like, you know, replace with like valuable shit, right? You know,
Oh,
this
wow.
little like, yep, that kind of looks like the egg, and just toss that.
Thank you. And without looking at it too much, because he trusts his friend,
Yeah.
he slowly places the paperweight down in front of him. There you go. There you go. You have your kid back.
Now, these are dumb animals.
Yep.
But how does this thing look like again?
Probably looks about like a white little circular thing, I guess. You know.
The egg thing.
Yeah.
Skorek, I want you to give me a deception roll. Or what do you guys think would be? Because like this is basically a
Deception
coin toss
works.
at this moment, whether the geese are going to believe you or not. Most like
Yeah, it would either be deception or it would be whatever crafting is, but I don't know what crafting is.
Yeah. Hey, I bought these. I didn't make them.
okay.
This is so funny.
Just the rage.
So this thing, you toss it to Jim. Jim places it down in front of them, and as the geese try to lick on the floor in order to get every single last drop of the granola bar, they immediately shoot up. Like their heads immediately turn towards the thing. They slowly move towards it. One of them sniffs it. The other one sniffs it.
It has to be very close to the egg.
One of them grabs it with its claws and runs back towards the nest. The other goose is still standing there looking at you. It is not in attack mode anymore. It does not have its wings spread out with its claws.
All
It is
right.
still observing, but it seems like they have bit.
All right, now everyone
Cool.
slowly back up. All right. No sudden movements. Let's just walk away from this thing like it never happened.
And so you do. The geese definitely, like the last goose, was definitely giving off the vibe of like, man, we've had enough to deal with. Now fuck off, please. It does not follow you guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa. Oh.
Man, how are you? Oh God. All right, Jim, was it?
Yeah. Jim Smith, that's my name. I'm
Cool.
named this because it's easy to
You're
remember.
You're on Manticore duty.
Gotcha. I
Please
can
make
handle
sure
it.
she doesn't do anything like this, like ever again.
No worries. I'm a father. I understand.
help me. Her hugs are tight, and her grip is deadly.
Oh, we'll say. The sentimentality, right? The whole, in the frontier, we work with what's efficient, not what's right.
That might be what your manuals say, little lady, but I don't care if it's the frontier or if it's my home. Jim Smith is gonna do what he thinks is right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. By the way, are we like back in the carriage now and like on the move?
So this conversation was on the move, and you are making your way to the carriages. Without any problems.
I'll wait until the carriage is on the move and there's no conceivable way to go back until I reveal the egg.
Okay, perfect. So you are
My
walking
question
towards the
is,
carriage. The carriage driver is just like,
All right, everyone, get on.
You know, for a first day though, I think we worked pretty well together. You had some smooth moves, Miss Monster Manual. You put stuff into practice. Manticore is really good at slipping away. Probably sure that's going to be useful. And Vivienne is a goddamn near monkey. Yeah, that's a good thing, by the way.
Man,
Yeah, and you knew some karate.
That I did. You see me? I scared off that geese with the wacha. You know what I mean? He wasn't gonna mess with us.
Of course.
Wacha.
Man, I just really wish we actually did get something like that egg. I am really hungry. They celebrated, but for some reason never fed me last night before I left. Must have been really happy.
It's okay.
Sometimes that happens.
I can cook us up a good meal. Don't worry.
Right. So are we on the move now?
yeah. So you have woken up the carriage driver. You guys are making your. You guys have continued. He was like, "Oh, young people are back." You guys are continuing.
And
on your way.
if you really want that egg, I guess it's gonna pull it out of the bag.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, like just gives like a big ass fucking shit-eating grin.
There was two. I don't understand.
Well, the gift, isn't it?
So there's a moment where Jim is angry, but the anger almost immediately fades into just like a smile, like a you crafty little bastard.
Although
Yeah,
I will
As
say,
Vivian's stomach growls.
I don't particularly wanna cook this one. I mean,
Whoops.
you could just buy like 10 meals with it, or we could try and raise it.
Or because our darling little I am Manticore over here went out of her way to get it, and you risked our lives to get it, I think that she should have say about what we do with it.
Okay, no, I am literally the sole reason why it's in this carriage right now.
What do you think about that, I am Manticore?
I am Manticore is listening to this. Why are you doing this? Okay. She looks in between you guys. Originally, she brought this egg. She wanted to bring this egg because of breakfast. That's what you guys assume. Now she is looking more confused. She is looking in between you guys, constantly between Jim and Silverhide. I am Manticore. She shakes her head. She gets up, walks over to Vivian, gives Vivian a hug, and just stays there.
I think she's spoken. Jim
Yeah,
says
and she
nodding.
hasn't said anything.
I don't understand.
You can roll insight if you care. You don't have to.
Oh my, hold on. This is gonna be beautiful insight.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Okay, Jim, you are pretty sure that Manticore absolutely wants to turn this egg into food. She just doesn't know how to cook it herself, so she went over to Vivian. In your mind, I am Manticore wants Vivian to cook the egg. That is what just was revealed here.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah, Viviana, you have a bit more intuition. You can just tell that I am Manticore doesn't like the amount of conflict that this egg has caused between her new friends. She doesn't care about it anymore. Yes,
So that's
correct.
an 8.
Oh, that's an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are just confused.
Yeah, fair.
Well then, I think that's
I,
it.
I,
don't
think,
think
I,
that
think,
was the-
I think Vivian is crying up. It's still crying up, tearing up because, like, when you think about it, this is the first like real like hug she's got in a long time. Honestly.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so oh god, that even adds to Jim misunderstanding because he thinks that she's just so happy because Vivian was chosen to cook breakfast. And so Jim nods and he smiles. Well, ain't that heartwarming? I told you. At the end of the day, nothing better than a meal that brings us together. Well, you know what? I'll give it up though. No, hold on. I'll even say we don't gotta cook the egg, but it's clear now. Our little Manticore wants Vivian to cook us breakfast. And you know, that's beautiful.
Cool, so we're giving the egg?
Sure, we can keep the egg.
Great. How much
Alright.
gold is this worth, by the way?
How much what?
How much gold is this worth, by the way? Like the egg.
You know the answer. I don't know the answer. I can tell you next session.
Okay, is it like valuable at least?
You would have to find somebody willing to find it first, which is another different topic. But on the black market, there's a lot of freaks who would pay quite a bit for it. It's not enough to buy a mansion, but definitely worth it.
Well, guys, I think we might be going to the frontier with a little more than they initially want to give us.
On to the frontier, then.
But I am, and Vivian pulls out an extra, the 1 copper piece she was given. I snuck this in.
Didn't know we had a rich man with us. Alright.
And with Z,
Hopefully, with no more distractions, onwards to the frontier.
onwards to the frontier indeed. It seems like a group of friends have found themselves in this very interesting situation. There are no further disturbances on your way to the border crossing, but for whatever happens after that, we will find out at a later point. Session end.
Yeah.
And I need to change devices. My iPad is on 3%. Give me a sec.
Oh, dude. No. That was great.
Oh, man.
I'm so sad we didn't blow up the keys.
You didn't what?
I'm so sad we didn't blow up the keys.
It is a lot closer to C Squad than it is to Fate Armistice. Very much more of like a traditional, very, as Dom said, very traditional D&D session vibes. Yeah.
Dude, my fucking chat is frozen as well. Fuck you.
Fire background. Yeah, I used the OST for Hard Space Shipbreaker for most of the the soundtrack. There was some Final Fantasy and some Red Dead in there, but yeah. I had recently been collecting music for a cowboy-esque character idea that I'd had, so I was already sitting on a whole bunch of like frontier-esque music.
Nice.
It worked out nicely. Oh, and I think someone mentioned, just as a side note, that Jim reminded him of Berserker. It's actually very funny. I had modeled Jim to be like the anti-Berserker, where Berserker truly does.
I think it was just the voice.
Yeah, because of the southern voice, but also, well, like the Berserker truly does think that he is all the things that he thinks he is. He thinks that he's a hero, and the world around him changes. Jim pretends that like, oh yeah, oh, you know, I'm fucking around, I'm having a nice time, I'm telling jokes. That's because he's trying to purposely lighten the mood. I think he mentioned it, and that was like the core of his character. Was that like he pretends to be an idiot and he pretends to do things sometimes, just to bring up everyone's mood when he knows that he's probably being sent out here to die. That's why he took 2 hours to just look outside the window and cry himself to cry a little bit while drinking. Yeah, after he told his daughter bedtime stories, he goes, I'm gonna fucking die. But he never mentioned it because he keeps this stuff inside. Oh man.
It's a paid
He's
vacation.
like a real dad.
It's a paid vacation, exactly.
I love how all of the characters assume there's payment. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Oh boy.
Oh.
And
Alright.
this is harder than playing. I will go ahead and say that.
Yes, yeah, it is. I could hear it, by the way, when we kept passing all your saves. You went, fuck, how do I get them to the geese? These motherfuckers keep passing all the checks I put. What do I do when that happens?
Yeah, like in the middle of it, I kind of realized, man, it's kind of railroadish. I need to fucking stop this.
No, don't worry, it is that way. That's one of like the core struggles of being a DM. Oh
I
man.
really wanted to see who the geese.
I didn't want to fight the geese. We could have died right there.
Absolutely, I have 10 HP.
Yes,
I
I'm
think
very happy that didn't happen.
most of us died to a fucking light breeze.
No. It's not that. Like, most of us. I don't. My next spell was not mine own.
We're all. I like to imagine we're all together. Vivian, don't worry, I'll save us. Goes to cast a spell, explodes all of us. We all die. Ingrid looking down from the tree. Will that happen?
Looks like it's the adventures of Copperfur once more.
I have heard that Dio has to leave soon. I would like to use the time that we are still together, since we are already here. Session review, guys. It was the first time. Be harsh, be honest. I want to learn. I want to improve. Every thought that you have, blurt it out.
Let it all out.
Extremely good considering it's your first time being a DM.
I was gonna say actually.
Like
Yeah.
for first time DMing, that was pristine.
Boys, you make me blush.
The real test of it will be the longer periods of time, etc., etc. We didn't have like a ton of decision making to be had. It was just like us getting together, learning who the characters are, and then going off on the journey. The real struggles of being a DM a lot of the time are, and you kind of saw it, was like I could hear when like some of us were making decisions and trying to come up with just what to do in those situations where the players are making decisions that you could have never thought of, like calling a random carriage person every slur imaginable, smiling in his face. You're like, what do I do? What do I do? That's the real tough call of being a DM, because you just don't have to think about that as well with my
Make successful roles harmful for players.
Yeah.
No. I will say it was a nice. It was great. It was like also like a refreshing pace. It was a lot more classical D&D, which again,
Yep.
I do enjoy.
Thank you. Look, I will go ahead and say, when it comes to the notes that I made for everything that I thought was going to happen today, man, everything went so much slower. I think we got through like 40%.
Yeah, pacing is like really
yeah.
difficult.
It can go really slow.
Well, not only it can go super slow, or it can go super slash fast, depending. That's why I always say time is an illusion inside of D&D. I just gave up on trying to control it because I feel like trying to control it makes the DM experience worse. You just kind of like gotta go with the flow. This is my personal opinion, by the way, is that like it. Every time I've purposely tried to slow things down or speed things up, it's like kind of rough. Because you can think, oh, they're gonna spend like a whole bunch of time here talking to one another and whatnot, and I'm like, maybe they like, or like maybe there's like some party drama, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna set aside a whole bunch of time because I think that they're gonna spend a whole bunch of time on that, and then they like get over it in 10 minutes and then they're gone. Or the opposite could happen where you're like, all right, let's get this plan to go into the dungeon, and you never make it to the dungeon because the whole entire party is arguing about whether to enter from the front to the back side. And it's like, that's just happened. That's just D&D. That's just D&D. Pacing, the time's an illusion. It's not real.
I had half a mind to just jump off the cliff and just go down free falling.
Interesting.
Yes. You know, Manticore is missing. We are going to YOLO this.
Oh,
I mean, not without a plan, obviously.
of course, we would never.
Also, you know, morally speaking, I will say, did like Ingrid did it? Had a few moments that were like a little uh-oh.
I will tax audit. I will audit your taxes if you don't get down here right now, lady.
I like how you went into dad mode. Like, oh, it's like, you
Yes.
get down here.
Get down here right now, lady, or I will audit your taxes. All right. Oh, but yes, thank you one and all for coming on the very last Sunday of 2024. It's been a year. We will continue next year with Fate Pharmacist, likely C Squad. I think they've been having some difficulties over there, but I think that they're still going strong. Listen, every time I pop into C Squad, some wild shit's happening. And now,
You know,
potentially, every now and again, we'll be having Throwaways of the Frontier on the Armistice channel.
Yeah. Whenever somebody.
By the way, for what Dimdom was like saying initially, right? This character was meant to be like a comedic relief, right? That's why I said antithesis of Liz, like very jokey, very kind of like foolish, but like no, she kind of had to slot into being the straight man because of the characters the other two made.
What? He's a very serious dad. What do you mean?
I'm gonna play the comic relief character. Looks around. I'm a clown. I'm an accountant. Okay.
All right, I'm not going to play the comic relief character.
Oh god, that's
insane,
so funny.
It's
All
fine.
right.
I'm still enjoying it.
But yes,
Listen,
thank you.
Vivian's one accident away from picking up a smoking addiction and becoming that kind of clown.
But yes, thank you all. Thank you specifically towards Neo and Kiwi, our two investors who were here earlier. But of course, as always, thank you to anyone who shows up. I almost said thank you to my players because I'm so used to saying that. But yes, thank you for everyone for showing up. It has been a wonderful session, a wonderful year, and we will see you next year. Oh, you're still here. Hello, Neo.
By
yes.
the way, before we close, I will say the fourth player for the JoJo campaign has been found, so that is coming very soon.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for that.
Potentially even another
Kind of
campaign.
JoJo campaign.
Yes. The
Next,
Harmacists.
But yes,
Jojo.
so unfortunately though, we will not see you, most of us I think, will not see you until next year. It's been fun, but everything must come to an end.
Why are you saying that
The
like we're
Summer Jam
dying?
has been great. Yeah, like
No, my red X doesn't work anymore. Fuck it, we're here. We ball.
Lol.
All right, bye.
the Summer Jam. She's truly the true end.
Bye.
The true end. Bye.